Hello, black dog. Let me make sure I'm not dropping frames. I am fine. I got some Gatorade. I got a Christmas tree on my desk. I've got some crazy energy right now. I don't know why, but I want to finish this fucking episode tonight because last night was fucking stupid. God, last night was dumbass shit. Let me make sure everything's good. Everything fine? Everything good? Okay. Bro, hold up. What the fuck? Yeah, everything's good. Everything's good. Okay. Okay, so what do you say? Black dog. Black dot dog. It's like smile dog. Black dog. Anyway, let's hope this transition actually works again. I need to work on that cutoff. That it sounds like shit. Otherwise, it looks fine. Anyway, a movement to the prison. This is where we ended off last night. Hold on, it's paused. This is where we ended off last night with the game. Believe we were talking about the hidden passageway we found in one of the cells. But yeah, let's oh god, that burned my throat. I don't know why. Oh, why is that Gatorade burn my throat? Oh, oh fuck that. Ugh. I don't know why I did that, but hey. It's like sometimes when you drink orange juice, probably the acidity of it. Anyway, movement to the prison. Alright, we're starting right off with the fucking cross-examination. Oh boy. I presume you know of the incident Mr. Knightley caused the day before yesterday. He attacked a guard and stole his keys. Afterwards, Simon Keyes stopped by his cell with an animal, not a wild animal, well, technically a wild animal, with an animal cage from the show. During this time, Mr. Knightley was able to use the stolen key to exit his cell. He then hid in the cage while he was moved to the prison workroom. What? Mr. Keyes went into his cell after all. After hearing you talk about the security camera yesterday, we investigated it ourselves. Why don't you have a look? Alright, oh, we're already starting off with this banger, oh my god. So these men are talking, right? Okay, sure. Yes, they were talking, indeed. Doesn't mean that he snuck him with that cage. I have here a printout of the security camera footage. Okay? This is the moment where when Mr. Keyes visited Knightley. Exactly. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. As you can see, the cage creates a huge blind spot in the cell. By using this blind spot, Mr. Knightley could have entered the cage. That is our reasoning. A blind spot. That means the camera doesn't actually show him entering the cage. Exactly, so you don't have fucking proof. You don't have proof. But why would he be hiding inside an animal cage? Mr. Knightley was planning to escape from the prison. That is the only possibility. A prison escape? That's so cool! Yeah, it's gonna be like fucking... I don't know, what movie? G-Force! Yeah, hell yeah. You know, G-Force? The best movie of all time? Best prison escape scene of all time. First Mr. Elper, and now Mr. Knightley. I won't let them show me up. Okay, this isn't the time to get excited. J. Albert's escape is no laughing matter. Simon Keyes was aiding Mr. Knightley in his escape. In other words, he was an accomplice. Not bad, Simon. Don't praise him! You're really gonna indict or fucking... defend him. Technically, he's not the lawyer. Well, he's a lawyer. Anyway. The cage was transported temporarily to the workroom. Originally, Mr. Knightley was to remain hidden until the end of the animal show. He would then be carried out along with the cage. I presume that was the plan. However, midway through the plan, he was betrayed by Simon Keyes and murdered. Judge Courtney's reasoning does appear to make sense. Except there's literally zero fucking motive for this motherfucker to have killed him. Like, bro, what? However, there must be a hole somewhere. I must not overlook anything. Motive! What are you gonna do against this motherfucker? Exactly. Like, what would he have done? What reason would he have done to fucking kill him? Explain that. Explain that to me, please. Please! Okay, whatever. I presume you know of the incident Mr. Knightley caused the day before yesterday. Judge Courtney, about this incident, you do not know of it? That would be unbecoming of you, Ace Attorney Miles Edgeworth. Naturally, I know of it. However, you said... In that case, this is a waste of time. I shall continue, Mr. Knightley. He attacked a guard and stole his keys. So there's an incident okay, so he attacked a guard and stole his keys. Do you have proof Knightley stole the keys? It is the only explanation as to why Knightley would have attacked the guard. We will know for certain the moment the guard regains consciousness. Is that really true? Yeah. Yes, because there's a high probability that someone else just dressed up as guard. There's one point in your reasoning that is odd. If Knightley did indeed steal the key, I expect he'd try to escape immediately. Is it really necessary for him to wait for Mr. Keyes to help him escape? He simply chose the method with the highest probability of success. After stealing the key, he concealed it on his personage. As he waited for the opportune moment, that is what I believe. He concealed the key. Judge Courtney, such an oversight is unlike you. Natalie could not have concealed the key, and I can prove it. Natalie did not hide the key, and the proof is... What is the proof? I mean, its location's unknown. Hold up. Okay, so Natalie did not hide the key, and the proof is in the security footage, maybe? Black dog? Black dog? Was it black dog? The prison investigation would make sense. I think the prison investigation would make sense because if there was a weapon, they would have found the key, right?
Take that!
Judge Courtney, could you, come on. Nah, we're coming back. We're coming back with it. Nah, you ain't getting away. The proof is the cell key. I'm gonna just save state here because I don't want to waste time. Was it the cell key?
Take that!
Like, yeah, it was. Okay, I was right the first time. Haven't the guards informed you yet? They searched Knightley's after he attacked the guard, and the key was nowhere to be found. Since the key's location is unknown, your logic doesn't hold. That is not an issue. There is an explanation. Mr. Knightley had the key. It simply wasn't found. The reason being, he concealed it inside the chessboard. The chessboard? You mean the one that concealed the murder weapon? Come now, how do we know whether or not the murder weapon was really there? What? Take some responsibility for your own words. That was all Sebastian's idea after all. So those two don't always agree on their reasoning. In other words, once we put all the pieces together, Mr. Knightley concealed the key he stole from the guard inside the chessboard. We deadass checked inside of there and there was no fucking key. When Simon Keys arrived, Mr. Knightley used the key to slip out of his cell. He entered the animal cage and was transported to the workroom. All thanks to his accomplice, Simon Keys. Mr. Knightley had planned to be carried outside after the show had ended. However, he was betrayed by his accomplice and murdered during the circus performance. That sounds bullshit, bro. Mr. Keys performed in the show. He would have no opportunity to murder him during the circus performance. No opportunity? Is that so? Oh my fucking god, bro. What do you mean, is that so? A story plays itself out on the stage. And such was the case with the animal show. So she examined the content of the show. The suspect plays the role of the villain who antagonizes the elephant heroine. In the final act, the villain is defeated by the heroine's love and all ends well. At that point, the suspect in the role of the villain is blown away by the heroine's burning love and makes his exit. Blown away? By the elephant? What, was he hurt? After being blown away, the suspect disappeared from the stage. The suspect was absent from the stage for about 15 minutes. Are you saying the crime was committed during that time? Shit. God, there's just fucking shit in my throat. Even in such a short period of time, it would still be possible to carry out the murder. Don't you think so?
Objection!
Nah, bruh. So he committed the crime in 15 minutes and then returned to the stage? That may have been impossible if the crime scene had been in the prison. Yeah, exactly, because he was killed at the fucking, at his detention center. Like his holding cell. Judge Courtney, the actual crime took place in the detention center. I'm afraid I cannot accept that camera footage alone as evidence.
Objection!
As for evidence, I have it. Well then, please show us your evidence. Where is the evidence that shows the scene of the crime? That shows that the scene of the crime was the detention center. Well, it was the light floor.
Take that!
This is the floor. Yes, the floor is the reason you see. The floor is attached to the ground. He was on the ground when we found him dead. Therefore, it was in his cell. Oh, goddess of law. I am unable to comprehend your mysterious ways. This is what we discovered. This area here was tested positive for Mr. Knightley's blood. Oh boy, let's go. Eurobeat, let's go! Okay. This blood test. Can it really be trusted? To begin with, how were you able to conduct a scientific investigation?
Objection!
An actual fucking detective, like a professional. I happen to have a subordinate. I can't vouch for his competence, but he is a man that I trust. I love he doesn't say anything. That detective? This concerns me. I cannot think why one would disturb the order of the law. The Prosecutorial Investigation Committee's influence goes as far as the police department. What? Oh. Bruh, you're really spiteful. You're really hateful. Like, what? You're really fucking hateful. He was just doing his job. He was just doing his fucking job. Come on. Fuck off. Cubby's in trouble. Forgive me, detective. I'm afraid something bad may come of this. I will accept the fact that the blood was found at the detention center as evidence. However... How ridiculous. It's unthinkable of you, a third-rate prosecutor. Mr. the Best, you're here? I'd completely forgotten about him. There's a giant contradiction in your statement. According to the security tape, a dog killed Knightley in his cell. Then, after he left the cell, the blood on the floor was wiped away. Ah! Did the dog wipe away the blood stain? As if that could happen. And this man's just vibing here. That is possible of my Anubis. Right, boy. What? That was one of the tricks I taught. Hold up. That was one of the tricks I taught him while we were still in the outside world. He makes sure to hide any bloodstains he makes. So to not leave behind any evidence. My throat's fucking congested. I can't do Willem Dafoe. I was saved, if only by chance. Maybe I've taught yourself your dog to shake or something? Anubis also performs that trick very well. But the shake I taught him is a little different from the others. First, he bites the victim's hand. Stop! I don't want to hear any more. Damn, he was really going crazy with that. I see, I understand, Prosecutor Edgeworth. It appears you've got it in a good hand. I'm glad you understand.
Objection!
My argument isn't over yet. Objection overruled. That's crazy. He really just got hit with the psych, bitch. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, you nasty bitch. I don't think you're go. Hey now. That's a little harsh. Just like how strong this fucking weed is. Holy shit, hero, you got this shit? Oh yeah, man, I got this. Bro. Nah, we're not going there. We're not going there. I realized I just characterized him in the exact same fucking way that Berlizzi characterizes fucking hero from Danganronpa, which in turn I characterized in my Let's Play of it. Sebastian, would you allow me the privilege of explaining? Sure, Justine. Do you finally realize? The murder occurred in the detention center. Therefore, that assassin's pet dog. My opinion has not changed. Unless I can understand how the dog was able to enter and leave the crime scene. I'm afraid I cannot accept your logic, Prosecutor Edgeworth. There's a big-ass fucking hole underneath the bed. That's why. That's probably fucking why. I've been waiting for you to say that. Now, let me show you. This evidence shows the route the dog used to go between the detention center and prison. Bitch. Oh, not the footprints. Not the footprints themselves. I guess it is the footprints? Sure.
Take that!
This photo. It shows a secret tunnel hidden in the prison. I like how it says photo, but we have not seen a single person take a fucking picture in this entire chapter. It shows a secret tunnel hidden inside the prison. That's impossible. A secret tunnel. This tunnel was dug by the escaped prisoner, J. Albert. I thought the game froze for a second. I thought it soft locked. It begins in his prison cell, and it's connected to the holding cell in the detention center. Namely, the victim's cell. I'm shocked. How did this... So you see, my black dog. My black dog. Fuck it. I don't even know. Shit. I was gonna make a joke. I didn't have any setup for it. I'm gonna stop doing this voice. I'm sorry. I'm upset now. I couldn't figure out a joke. Damn. Dogen, you must have known of this, since he used this tunnel to commit murder. You really gotta flash to everybody, God. In the name of the goddess of law, I hereby reject Prosecutor Edgeworth's claim.
Hold it!
What do you mean? Evidence is everything. That remains true here, just as in the courtroom. Isn't that right? I have evidence here. Horace Knightley's autopsy report. He really just had the updated autopsy report pulled on himself. That's what we get, jackass, for doing that shit in episode 2 of Ace Attorney 1. Good riddance. Autopsy report? Since when? Why are you surprised? This was delivered straight from the police a short while ago. It's not complete yet, more of a preliminary report. Here, very word of the goddess of law is written. Cause of death, stab wound to the neck, died instantly. Murder weapon, sharp metal object. The victim was stabbed multiple times in the same spot with a sharp object. Although they were unable to determine the actual shape of the murder weapon, they had clear proof that it was a sharp metal object. Bro, that dog has metal teeth. He ain't human. He ain't human. That bitch ain't human, bro. He's got fucking... He's like Wolverine. He's got the fucking adamantium skull, bro. So, do you still stand by your claim? That a dog used a sharp object to kill the victim? Bro, it's like fucking, it's like Okami, bro. fucking dog with a sword in its mouth. Or like that one Pokemon from Gen 8. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Objection!
But wait! The tunnel contains the dog's footprints.
Perhaps it may have been one of Anubis's walking courses. I can never tell what Anubis gets up to outside my cell.
Something feels unnatural about this all, but I have no evidence. I don't think Dogen did it. I low-key don't think he did it. I don't know why. I mean, he could have. It's highly likely, but there's a bit of me that thinks he didn't do shit. I don't know why. Something feels unnatural about all this, but I have no evidence.
Corny Pie, you sure pulled out a hidden gem at the very last moment.
She waited for the perfect time to reveal the autopsy report. Have I let her out with me again? I pointed at Attorney Shields. Here is the autopsy report from earlier. I apologize for the delay. No, it's alright.
Thank you.
Preliminary report suggested the cause of death was stabbed in the neck by a metal sharp object. The victim died instantly. Let's take a look at that immediately. Hold up. Died instantly, sharp metal object. Okay. Nothing really new from that. I'll gladly accept it. Mr. Shields, I don't believe it's necessary to hold hands while exchanging documents. This fucking man, I'd advise you to stop, please. It's too late. Good luck, Queen. And that's how we win the case. And that is the end of Miles Edgeworth Investigations 2. Persist any longer, and I shall call upon the strength of the Goddess of Law. I'll be careful.
Justine, well done, just as I planned.
You? What the fuck you do? You just hear fucking using that fucking stick of yours, like what, that fucking BDSM stick. You fucking whip yourself with that. God, what kind of shit you're into, bro? Self BDSM? That's fucking weird. Get out of here, weirdo. I only acted in accordance to your instructions. The autopsy report came straight from the police. I can't refute it. However, if the murder weapon wasn't the dog, Dogen will be cleared of suspicion. The merciful goddess of law so decrees. If you choose to yield now, your badge will not be taken.
Oh, what will you do, sir? She says that, but...
My answer remains the same. Judge Courtney, it is as I said before. I will see my job through. I will not yield to threats. This man he really doesn't stop. He really doesn't fucking stop, even though I have no fucking clue what we're supposed to do now. So even now, you still refuse to give up. You want to keep your badge. This may be your last chance. Right now, I am a defense attorney's assistant. What I protect is not my badge, but my client. The goddess of law grows weary of your sentiment. Shut the fuck up, you nasty bitch. Now we're talking. Miles is starting to understand that a defense attorney never gives up. Why do you quote defense attorney? Oh, I mean, actually, I mean, he's not a defense, I mean, Edgeworth's not a defense attorney, so I get it. Actually, those were the words of your old man. My father? It is really in your blood. You're the splitting image I am right now. You said it yourself. You've changed since you were tainted by Von Karma. It's only now that I've actually come to believe it. Mr. Shields. Well then, Miles. Now's the time to put those skills to the test. Think beyond your limits. If the murder weapon was a sharp object, does that really negate your reasoning? The murder weapon was a sharp object. That's it! There were 5 chisels placed inside the special cell. Dogen is a former assassin. It's quite possible he could kill someone with just a chisel. In that case, the weapon that killed Horace Knightley was...
Hold it!
Nah, psych, bitch. Nah, evidence is everything. Didn't you say? The murder weapon was a sharp metal object. However, such a weapon has yet to be found.
What? What are you trying to say?
The only decisive evidence is the actual murder weapon itself. And that was in plain sight this whole time. The real murder weapon is Dogen's chisel. Hey, let's go!
What did you say next?
Take responsibility for your own statements. The scene of the crime was Mr. Knightley's cell. You said so yourself. If the evidence changes, then so will my logic. That too is courtroom procedure, is it not? If the chisel was used, then that means the killer was human. However, the fact remains that we cannot deny the security photo.
Yeah, what about the photo?
I'll give you the answer. This photo shows the moment someone attacked the dog. The dog leapt at the victim. Hold up. I'ma just be a cheater. Someone attacked the dog. Why would someone attack the dog? The dog liked the victim, but doesn't mean he killed him. Dogen's dog leapt at Knightley. However, the victim did not die at the time. Let's fucking go. Didn't die. He was only knocked unconscious. The dog didn't move the dead body. It moved the unconscious Knightley. And the real killer was its owner. I see. If the victim was moved, it would have been possible for Dogen to commit the murder. And use the murder weapon. Indeed, the killer is Sir and Dogen. It can only be you.
I bet your teacher used to write in your report card. Needs to pay more attention on what others say.
I would think that describes you more. Damn, that's crazy.
We examined that room, every nook, crook, and granny.
Crooking your...
Ugh, right, Justine?
Bruh. You're not even gonna correct him. Sure, yeah. You do you. You do you. We examined all 4 of Mr. Dogen's chisels and found no traces of blood.
Hold it!
There's 5! There's 5! Thank you, Just Courtney. Thanks to you, I am now certain. Thanks to me? Whatever do you mean? When I came here earlier, I saw 5 chisels. That's right, there were definitely 5 there before. So the only one that disappeared was the smallest one, presumably for portable use. Dogen, where is that chisel?
I'm not free to leave this place. I have no need of a portable chisel.
Not free to leave? In that case, he must have been free to hide the deadly chisel either. Dogen, you just dug your own grave. It seems you know something. Would you care to show it? Dogen couldn't leave, so the place he hid the chisel is... It would have to be in his cell, right? That's the only place it can be hidden in.
Take that!
Because he can't leave. Dogen is a prisoner, so he can't leave his cell freely. Perhaps he could have sent his dog out to dispose of it. But he would not have been able to confirm the weapon's location.
So what does that leave?
Above all else, special metal tools are allowed in this cell. Even if one chisel were to appear here, no one would suspect a thing. You'd be a fool not to take advantage of that. I see. Of course, it's always safest if you do something yourself.
But I examined everything. I didn't find any hiding places in this cell.
Objection!
I am certain that the murder weapon is here. The reason you haven't found it is because it was cleverly hidden.
You say I hid it? Where exactly?
Think. Where could he have hidden it? I have to remember everything up to this point. There must be some clue. Does this mean what I think it means? Let's get going, Mr. Edgeworth. Where would he have hidden it? Come to think of it, that dog hasn't barked at me once today. It's in the dog's mouth, holy shit. Previously, when I came to the special cell, it barked on Dogen's command. That's it! That's what been out of place. There's just one place he could have hidden the murder weapon.
Giving up already? How dull, how dull.
Hold it!
I will present evidence. This piece of evidence shows where he concealed the murder weapon. It was in the fucking dog's mouth. That's why he hasn't opened his mouth at all. Black dog. It was in the black dog.
Take that!
Hasn't your dog been awfully quiet today? Now that you mention it, it hasn't barked at all. Before it was just... Sure and Dogen, open that dog's mouth now.
Anubis doesn't bark needlessly. I ordered him to do that before.
In that case, order it to bark now. Naturally, you should be able to. You have nothing to hide. The dog's gonna swallow it. Watch.
It was inevitable. Anubis, show them your mouth.
Nope, we see it. I see. A dog of this size can easily conceal a small of...
Oh, what? Why a chisel? That dog really had one in his mouth?
But the bell, what the fuck's with the bell? That's my question. What significance does the bell have? I thought he was unusually quiet. Was he unable to follow the discussion? Sebastian. Could you call the forensics department? Urgently, please.
Ah, I got it.
Let's see. A reaction! This chisel tests positive for blood.
What?
Oh boy. I guess that proves my theory wasn't just nonsense. He still has something in his sleeve. Would this chisel be the murder weapon then? React positively for blood. There's no doubt about that. Okay. There's still so many things we don't know. We don't actually know who killed him, because just because we found the murder weapon doesn't mean that he killed him. And we don't know what that bell means either. We don't know what the fucking, we don't know about the police uniform. There's a lot of, like, missing variables in this. Mr. Surin Dogen, now that the murder weapon has been found, must ask you for your testimony. We know how your dog got to the detention center, and we found the murder weapon. Do you still think you could talk your way out of this?
Interesting.
This guy, even at a time like this, he's still smiling.
Well, Anubis, it seems everyone is becoming suspicious of you. Black Dog. It's quite troubling, but since it has come to this, we have no choice but to tell the truth. I did not kill anyone. I've long since grown weary of killing.
What's this? His face looks completely composed. It seems we'll need to listen to Mr. Dogen's explanation. Please promptly give your testimony.
Certainly.
Oh boy, we're gonna cross-examine this motherfucker. Oh boy, this is gonna slap. This is gonna slap. Holy shit. Let's do this.
First of all, I would like you to explain my motive. I do not know anyone by the name of Knightley. We share no connection. So, I wouldn't think some motive for murder would just appear out of nowhere. Or are you insinuating my Anubis had motive? He only bears his fangs at others on my command.
I like how I could hear. Well, why did it ring the bell there for a sec?
I do not hunger for blood. So much as to kill a man I do not even know.
Coming from an assassin, it sure is persuasive. An assassin who only kills acquaintances? I doubt that would be profitable.
I may kill strangers in my line of work, but I never make it personal.
Is there evidence that shows a connection between Knightley and Dogen? I should thoroughly review the evidence once more. Evidence that connects them. I wonder. Oh, yeah, the chess. The fucking chess game they were playing. That's it.
First of all, I'd like you to explain my motive.
Hold it!
You cannot kill without a motive. Hardly what I expect an assassin to say.
Don't spill blood needlessly. Or I don't spill blood needlessly. It may be required for my job, but not my personal affairs. They're a little different. Isn't that right, Anubis? I do not know anyone by the name of Knightley. We share no connection.
Hold it!
You didn't know Knightley? It's not like you to say something like that.
You overestimate me considerably. Did you have such a hard time arresting me in the past?
We've already looked into it. You are the prison's supplier. Naturally, you would have known about the other prisoners.
Hearing one thing and knowing 10 is just an ideal. It's true, I do hear things, however, it doesn't mean that I know everything. I've never heard of anyone named Knightley.
I mean, to be fair, Knightley was only in the prison for about a day or two. Actually, I think it was specifically 2 days.
So, I wouldn't think some motive for murder would just appear out of nowhere. Are you insinuating my Anubis had a motive? Oh wait, fuck.
Motive would appear out of nowhere. Okay.
Hold it!
You are an assassin. You do not require a motive to kill.
Hey Anubis, what do you think of this man? Is he an idiot, a fool, or possibly even a genius?
Objection!
You could drop the act. Answer the question.
But first, consider this. Who am I? Before your eyes, you see the man you arrested yourself. The assassin, Surin Dogen. For those I have needlessly killed, I chant a prayer.
Okay. Are you insinuating my Anubis had a motive?
Hold it!
The dog probably did not have a motive. However, it has been trained to kill.
Anubis, how could this man say such a thing? You poor thing. There.
The dog isn't you. He could have mistaken his target.
In that case, wouldn't police dogs be equally untrustworthy? If you still mean to suspect Anubis, then you'll have to show me this evidence you're so fond of.
I don't have that kind of evidence. We only have the Chiseler right now, really.
He only bears his fangs at others on my command.
Hold it!
Then, perhaps you ordered him to kill Knightley.
Aren't we impatient? Haven't you forgotten the first thing I said? I don't know anyone called Knightley. Although you still insist I do, I'm afraid there's no evidence. Don't you think so too, Anubis? Good boy, good boy.
Did the dog kill him or did Dogen? Dogen did not have the motive to kill, then he could have not murdered Knightley. First, I should show proof of some connection between Dogen and Knightley. We share no connection, bro. Where is your fucking Knightley's memo? Yep. There you go.
Objection!
Bitch, let me take another drink, because my throat is going to die. It's only been 46 minutes and my throat's already dying. Holy shit. You've lost your touch, Sir and Dogen. If you had your dog clean up after you, you should have disposed of this too. This is a record of a correspondence chess game we found in the victim's cell. This record and the chessboard in your cell both clearly depict the same game. Damn, finally a reaction from his ass. Holy shit.
What?
I've heard that the number of possible chess positions is around 10 to the power of 120. Holy shit. Yikes. I mean, consider... Yeah, that would be hard to calculate, actually. Because, like, there's 8 pawns which are the same type, and there's, like, yeah. 10 times 10, 120 times, 100... Is that even a real number? Indeed. There's absolutely no way these two could have coincided by chance. Yeah, I guess that would be rare. Tell us your reason for killing Knightley. Unless you intend to explain this as a coincidence.
Well, don't they say that in the truth is a stranger than fiction? It's as you said. This is merely a coincidence.
But there's no way that could have happened.
My correspondent's chess opponent was the victim in this incident. What a horrible coincidence. Aren't you shocked too, Anubis?
What was the connection between these two?
Anubis, my boy. Looks like I'll have to tell them the truth. The animal show or something. That was when everyone left. Anubis brought the body to my cell. He had already been stabbed in the neck with the murder weapon. I did not wish to be suspected, so I had Anubis carry the body to the workroom.
Call bullshit. That's bullshit. Nah, shut the fuck up, that's bullshit.
After that, he pulled out the murder weapon and returned it to me.
So you're saying the one who pulled out the weapon was Anubis?
That's right. If I pulled out the murder weapon here, the blood would have been a problem.
Mr. Edgeworth, isn't this what the Sawit guy said? A large black dog was biting into the neck of the victim.
What did you say?
It was a truly hellish scene. That dog killed him. I see. So that means Sawit witnessed the moment the murder weapon was pulled out.
Oh yes, that prisoner's testimony. It surprised me when I first heard it. It's not often Anubis makes a blunder like that. Right, boy?
So at least we know that it's true that the dog pulled out the weapon. Okay, so that part's true of his testimony. The dog did pull out the weapon. Or at least, yeah, the dog did bite the neck, which probably means he pulled out the weapon. Okay.
Now, I believe that explains my actions. I did not kill him. All I did was remove the murder weapon. Now, is that all? Anubis is getting tired.
Objection!
He has such a fucking good-ass objection voice. Objection. Bro, come on. Holy shit, this guy's a badass. And this theme song, bro. Oh my god. Come on. These investigation games really be adding the best characters. Why? Oh my god. Whoa there. Just a moment, Mr. Dogen. Mr. Shields. Isn't there one thing you haven't explained? Why would you need to pull out the murder weapon in the first place? That's right. Yeah, I understand why he'd moved the body to draw suspicion away from him. But he didn't need to retrieve the murder weapon.
I thought him just a fool, but how quickly his scent has changed.
Care to elaborate, Mr. Dogen?
It was because of this bell. The bell attached to the murder weapon, and the bell on my dog's neck. They share a distinctive shape, wouldn't you say?
The assassin Surin Dogen's trademark. An assassin's trademark? The blind assassin, Surin Dogen. He always appears at the sound of a bell. The sound of a bell ringing in the dark night is said to be the last thing his target hears.
You remember well. It has been a while since you last saw my bells, after all.
When I prosecuted you in court, I confiscated a knife with a bell attached to it.
Yes, my bells. There are only 2 in the world.
Only 2?
They're custom made, attached to my knife and Anubis's collar. Even though I can only rely on my ears. I can easily identify them. Alas, one has been confiscated and is not in my possession.
Only 2 exists. Knife has been confiscated. So that means someone... If he's telling the truth, then that means someone else supplied this spell. Or supplied the weapon. Something happened here. You know, I'm starting to think he didn't do it. I'm starting to actually think he didn't fucking do it. You know who I think did it? I low-key think it's the fucking prison warden. I know. Sounds weird. But, listen, hear me out on this. Okay. So we know that he only had... He has those 4 chisels and a pocket chisel. Why else would he need a pocket chisel? Because he's been in prison for quite a while now, right? So he wouldn't really need a pocket chisel. Unless someone brought it to him because they used it. And then they attached the bell that they confiscated from him when he went to prison. Let's examine this bitch. This bell is the same as the one attached to Anubis' collar. Yes, it's the Assassin Dogen's trademark. An assassin with a trademark. What an odd combination. Don't you think it's similar to the Great Thief Yadagarsu? Mr. Edgeworth, you don't understand anything. The Great Thief has to stand out. Why would a thief want to stand out? Let's examine the actual chisel itself. Dogen hid his chisel inside his dog's mouth. Could this be the murder weapon in this case? Can't say for certain. However, traces of blood were found in the chisel. At the very least, it is not unrelated to this case. What about underneath the handle? Nothing? Okay. So the bell's tied around it. I see. Okay.
When Anubis brought the body, I heard a familiar sound. I thought the knife must have been embedded in his body. I thought my knife must have been embedded in the body. So I imagined my confusion when I found out that it was merely a chisel with my bell attached.
Indeed, your knife is nothing like this chisel.
Either way, those bells are my trademark. Moreover, I am the only one in this prison who uses chisels. With all this, I knew I would be falsely suspected. So I removed the murder weapon and hid it.
Hold it!
So you're claiming that you only moved the body?
Didn't I tell you? That chisel isn't mine. If you think I'm lying, go ahead and check for my fingerprints.
Sebastian!
Eh? Me? But how do I check for...
Forensics.
Yes, ma'am. Reaction. We have fingerprints. They're Knightley's, Justine.
What about Dogan's?
Nope, just Knightley's. And there's no evidence of prints being wiped either.
Just Knightley's. Only Knightley's fingerprints. Can't be. I mean, the dog, like I said, the dog could have pulled the fucking Okami and stabbed him with the fucking chisel in his mouth, but, you know. Now I'm lost. I actually don't know. Unless someone wore gloves. Which could be possible. Did the warden wear gloves? Huh.
Should we re-examine it? See now. I never even touched that chisel. Because I ordered Anubis to carry it in his mouth. In other words, the fingerprints belong to the chisel's original owner.
The murder weapon was owner. Was the victim? This is perplexing.
At any rate, I did not touch the murder weapon. In other words, the killer could not have been me. Isn't that right?
I have nothing to refute that. How could this... Is he really not the killer? Could Dogan's testimony actually be true? This can't be! It seems this is sufficient enough to not warrant any further explanation. As it stands, you have not changed the state of this case. I believe this is more than enough reason for us to relieve you of your badge. To save any needless fuss, I suggest you hand over your badge now.
This is bad, sir. They sound serious.
It's regrettable, but with those prints as decisive evidence, I'll have to rethink my logic from step one. But there's so many unexplained things. Why would Mr. Knightley be carrying a chisel?
It could be used for many things, perhaps even prison escapes.
Well then, how did he carry it into the prison? I mean, the prisoners aren't even allowed cutlery. Right, Mr. Edgeworth? The chessboard, probably. Mr. Edgeworth! Even if your reasoning is off at first, you shouldn't let that confuse you. The most important thing is to arrive at the truth. Isn't that right? It doesn't matter how you get there. The end result is to save Simon. We have to do everything we can for his sake.
Well said, Kay.
Nice one, Kay. I really want to scout you for the law firm now. Remember what Uncle Ray said? A defense attorney never gives up? Miles, do you understand the true meaning behind those words? The true meaning of those words? Defense attorneys carry out the fate of their client on their shoulders. You are the only person your client can rely on. Just like with Mr. Keys, we're the only ones who can save him now. We are linked by fate to our clients. That is why we must never give up. There's no way Uncle Ray could go against the teachings of Gregory. So, what will you do? Currently, I am a defense attorney's assistant. No, an assistant at my father's firm. Let me take a drink. Hold up. That shit hits. I have made a commitment to this case. Therefore, if I don't save my client, I cannot say I have achieved it. I will abide by this. To save Simon Keys. No matter how many times my logic fails, I will always find another possibility. Okay, you're finally back. Well then, let's search for that other possibility. To start with, do you think there was a way Mr. Knightley could have brought the chisel into the prison? The method Knightley used to bring the chisel into the prison was... Chessboard.
Take that!
Easy. Normally, metal objects can't be brought into the detention center or the prison. They'd just be caught by the security gate. However, there's one way to avoid this, and that is if they're sent in a package to the detention center. That gate is only used on people. In other words, packages are sent to the detention center undergo a simpler check. So they don't use a metal detector for that. This never should have happened. It seems the guards were too careless. Knowing this, Knightley asked Simon to send him a package, namely a chessboard containing the chisel. Well, this has solved one of our problems, the fact that the chisel was not Mr. Dogan's but Mr. Knightley's. Okay. Given this, one major issue remains. The security camera shows a dog attacking the victim. As long as that exists, I will maintain that Dogan is the killer. But Dogan never touched the murder weapon. I'm stumped. We also desire a conclusion in this matter.
Mr. Edgeworth, we could use one of my secret weapons, sir. Secret weapon number 4. The video analyzer machine. Mr. Analysis.
What's with that ridiculous name?
I named it myself, sir. This will let us analyze video footage in detail. Go ahead. You'll soon see I'm not lying.
I don't know what will come of this, but all we could do now is investigate.
Mr. Edgeworth, do you know how to use Mr. Analysis?
A video analysis machine? Should I hear how to use it? Yes. Detective Gumshoe, can you show me how to use it?
Of course, sir.
Oh, it's the same one from Rise from the Ashes. Sandra, just press the X button. Okay. Just use the same left and right buttons as before. So wait, I zoom in. Okay, press that, yeah. You examine it just like you would the original. Use the previous frame and next frame buttons to examine frame by frame. You can actually play back the video in this mode. Keep that in mind. Also, you can go frame by frame. Okay, good. This is the video from the detention center camera. I believe this was the moment when Knightley was being attacked by the dog. Black dog. If that wasn't the case, then what does it show? Is the person in this video really Knightley? And what was the true form of the black silhouette attacking this person? I should check the video and try to find answers to these two questions.
There could be unexpected things in unexpected places, so be sure to check every nook and cranny of the video, sir.
What part of the video is strange? Let's see. So he's walking up, right? Nah, I want to zoom in here, though. Is that the same outfit that he was wearing? Because we never do see Knightley's face here. Oh shit, I accidentally clicked on Streamlabs, fuck. Display here. Okay, examine here. Let's frame by frame this bitch. What is that hat? Yeah, he's wearing a police uniform. What the fuck? A reflection of this person can be seen in the mirror. Is that a cap on his head?
Actually, looks kind of like the caps the prison guards wear, sir. You don't think there was a guard who was attacked?
Have you received a report of any guard being attacked by an animal?
No, not that I've heard of, sir.
And it was someone else wearing a guard's uniform. I see. I have evidence that shows what this cap is. It is the stolen uniform.
Take that!
That was easy, thank God. There was no report of a guard being attacked by an animal. However, we did hear that a guard's uniform was stolen. Putting 2 and 2 together, I'd say this was a disguise. For the purpose of a prison escape.
Disguised as a guard? That sounds like it could have been successful, sir. Huh? Speaking of prison escapes.
Indeed, that person certainly was successful. If the person in the video was not Knightley, then perhaps that black shadow was not a dog either.
You zoom in, you should also be able to see the real shape. Its real shape, sir.
Part of the video is strange. Okay, let's see the shape of the person who attacked him. Let's zoom in here. And frame by frame. That's not a fucking dog. That's the polar bear. Holy shit. I fear we made a grave miscalculation. This animal, this silhouette, no matter how you look at it, it is not a dog. This animal is a bear. Bro. Dogen has nothing to do with this case. Holy shit. Well, he does have some stuff to do with this case, but I don't think he's the killer at all. From the silhouette, I'd say the animal is not a dog, but a bear. So then, in that photo I took, those footprints must have belonged to this bear, yes.
Huh? Did you say a bear?
Yes, that man is the first to come to mind. We were all under the impression that the person in this video was Knightley. But it's a cell after all, why would it be anyone else? That line of logic no longer holds. Remember the tunnel under his bed? It's possible whoever used this tunnel is the one in this video. It seems it's time to answer that question. Just who is the person in this video? Wait, hold up. I'm just gonna make a clip to make sure that I'm, like, seeing this properly. Are you kidding me? I can't make a fucking clip on my own stream? That's dumb. That's actually dumb. Okay. Fuck you. Fuck you, Streamlabs. Or not Streamlabs, Twitch. That's a bra momentum. Okay. So, just who's the person in this video? The person in this video is... It's none of these people. What is that profile? What are the profiles in this? Bro, like, what is that, bro? Like, look at how pixelated it is here. I like how this man's portrait is pretty much the same, but this guy, no. Like, literally everyone else's is pretty much one-to-one with their actual portraits. I mean, maybe not this one, but most of them are fine. Except this one looks a little and Gumshoe just looks a little fucking weird. I don't know why. Case is like the same. Okay, it's gotta be J. Albert because of the tunnel.
Take that!
The person wearing the guard's uniform is the escaped prisoner J. Albert. The probability is extremely high. His pet is a polar bear cub. But the bear here is black. We have evidence that can explain this matter. The reason the polar bears became black is it's because of what's his face, Frank Sawid. Because it's covered in mud. Because covered in mud from Sawid's mud packs, he was using it to groom the animals. Think back to Frank Sawid's testimony. That's the rubber glove I dropped. Where did the mud in this glove come from? Ah, that's the mud from my mud packs. At the time I was practicing applying my mud packs. Mud packs. Mud packs. Could you tell me when this took place on the day of the incident? Since the animal show has started, I'd say it was around 9 AM. The mud packs turned the animals' bodies pitch black, and my heart was pure white. I was totally engrossed with covering the animals in mud. During the animal show, Mr. Sawid was applying mud packs to the animals. So then, among those animals was this polar bear, yes. Prosecutor Edgeworth, there's a huge contradiction in your argument. The security camera footage.
Objection!
Judge Courtney, you're quite right. Sawid used the mud packs during the animal show. Knowing this, a new contradiction in the video comes to light. A new contradiction? Okay, do you know when this footage was taken? It was after the mud packs were used. That would put it at around 9 AM. In that case, you should notice something strange about this video. Huh? What's strange about it? Strange thing that contradicts the time in this video was taken. Well, it says 6:42 in there.
Take that!
There we go. The time Sawid covered the polar bear in mud in it was around 9 AM, which means this video should have also been taken at 9 AM. However, the timestamp reached 6 AM. On that day, the prisoners went to the courtyard to watch the animal show. At this time, only 3 people remained behind. Doken in the special cell, Sawid in the workroom applying his mud packs, and the one who put his escape plan in motion at that moment, J. Albert. Albert left the polar bear in Sawid's care and entered the secret tunnel. However, the bear escaped from Sawid and followed after its owner. And just as he was chasing after the escaped bear, Sawid happened to witness the dog pulling the murder weapon out of the body. Bro, this fucking, like, case is crazy. Holy shit. Bro, why wasn't this game localized? It's so good. If Sawid's testimony is correct, this video must have been taken at around 9 AM. However, the timestamp is off by 3 hours. Why would the timestamp be off like that? Detective Gumshoe, I'd like you to examine the security camera. Watch the times not match up on it.
Sorry to keep you waiting, sir. I asked all the guards and...
And what?
It seems the camera's power was cut off for a moment, throwing off the timestamp.
Let's fucking go.
What? The camera is an old model, so if it loses power, the clock stops as well.
In that case, this means the camera's power is cut for 3 hours.
While I'm at it, I've got some more information for you, sir. You heard that Knightley denied stealing the key, right? It seems nobody would believe the words of a criminal, but Knightley testified I was knocked out too.
That may not be necessarily that may not necessarily be a lie. My, there you all are. The warden. Making progress in your investigation. Can I be of any help? Actually, Warden Roland, there's something we must report to you. The escaped prisoner, J. Albert, is most likely still inside the prison. He has disguised himself. Here's proof. The person visible in the security video is Albert. So perhaps he's still in this very building. Come to think of it, Mr. Albert didn't Mr. Albert have a bracelet like the other prisoners? The bracelet would have been concealed under the uniform sleeves. Moreover, the prison's main gate does not have a sensor to detect bracelets. As you would have to, all you would have to do is avoid any doors with sensors inside the prison. That's right. So if you didn't enter the cells or the workrooms, could one of you guys be J. Albert? Ah, Rocky. That's crazy. Stop it! What are you doing? It would seem that Rocky answered that question for us. No! Damn, he was here the whole time, goddamn.
Rocky, this is all your fault.
The little guy loves you so much, it's enviable. Right then, seize him at once. Wait, there's something we must hear from this prisoner. It's necessary when we are to find the truth. I'd like permission to interrogate him. Understood.
What do you want out of me?
Albert's escape route is linked to Knightley's cell, so it's highly likely he knows something about the crime. I'd like to ask you about the day the body was found. Okay, I'm going to take a small break here. I'm going to take an intermission. I think it's a good place to stop for an intermission real quick. Let me just get some, internet settings. Actually, you know what? Today's a cool day. Let's put some of that, lo-fi remix on. There we go. Okay, so, we've been streaming for about an hour and 18 minutes, and we just figured out where Albert is. Let's see if we can actually finish this tonight. I wonder. Let's go to my history, because it's probably in there. Here we go. $6.44. Oh, jeez. There's technically 2 hours left in it. Jesus. Okay, this is gonna be a short intermission then. I just gotta rest my voice for a little bit. Just the pacing that I move at is not the same as it's like that because of like how I'm playing it. Because I'm streaming it after all. Who's watching right now anyway? No one. We're just typing some shit out. I'll probably be back in 3 minutes. I'm just working on some stuff. Ugh. Yikes. Hey, I got an achievement. Huh. Oh god, my throat is fucked. Holy shit. Yo. Let me check my backloggery. I want to check what kind of games I have listed on here that I haven't played.
Cock-a-doodle-doo. Look who we have here. Nothing. Just came up here for my, For your what? For what? Your toaster? Just tell me what I came up here for. Okay, let me think. I got nothing. Can you just please just tell me? A toaster. I didn't come up here for a toaster. If you don't know what you came up here for, then how do you know what you came up here for? Was it toast that I needed? Fine. I'll tell you what you needed once you go back downstairs. Just tell me what I can. Just have some mercy! Before I change my mind. Your phone charger!
Okay, let's get back to it now. DS games. Wait, no, I need to make like an actual, I mean, it still kind of works, but it works best with this. Anyway, when the body was found, let me take a drink as well. Ooh, they're playing the Presto version too. Alright, so it was you guys. You were the ones who found my secret tunnel. It took me ages to dig that. The day the body was found was the day I had planned to escape. I was in disguise. Then Rocky followed after me. But he was all covered in mud. I panicked and returned to my cell. Damn, if only you guys hadn't showed up. If only Knightley hadn't died. Say you dug the tunnel. What did he use to dig it? Oh, that. Just hammers, spoons, some stuff like that. I bought them from the supplier, but it was all for nothing. Heh, no need to lose your temper. There's always next time. On the day of the incident, it's possible that Albert met Knightley while he was alive. We'll have to listen to his testimony carefully. Alright, so it was you guys, you were the ones who found the secret tunnel. Shut up! What's with that hold it, punk? You say you don't... What's it to you? You know how long it took me to dig that? I had to beg the supplier for those tools. Day after day, I slaved away. Give me back my hard work. Give it back, you son of a... Can't get a word in edgewise. Can't just go around discovering people's holes. It took me ages to dig that. So, you dug that hole alone? You're damn right I did. Could a tunnel like that really be dug by one person? Wow, such a wasted effort. A kid like you wouldn't understand. Never rely on others. Never let others see you. Those are the rules we live by in here. Well, as a great thief, I kind of see where you're coming from. Hey, don't agree with him. Ah, no, I was just joking. Well, I wasn't. Damn, why did it come to this? The day the body was found, the day I planned to escape, I was in disguise. Of course. Did you obtain the guard's uniforms from the supplier too? Yeah. That's right, seems like you got it by threatening a guard. That guy went and stole it from someone's locker. What did you say? Some shit going on? Why did I pause the game? No, I just wanted to check something. Alright, that guy went and stole it from someone's locker. So when he went through the tunnel, you were already dressed like a guard? No. To ensure that the clothes wouldn't get stained with mud, I carried them with me. Once I got out of the hole and changed clothes, Getting out the cell doors was simple. So we know the other end of the hole was in the, yeah, okay. Getting out of the cell doors is simple. I'm just confused about, like, the body, though. Like, what was going on with that? Because the body, if he killed him, right, the hole would have, he would have dragged him through the hole and then into, or the dog would have dragged him all the way back there. Huh. Okay. Once I got out of the hole and changed clothes, getting out of the cell doors was simple. And that's when Rocky ran up and jumped on me. That must be the moment the security camera captured. I see. Could you add that to your testimony? Once I got out of the hole and changed clothes, getting out of the cell doors was simple.
Hold it!
Getting out of the cell door was simple, you say? Yeah, compared to going through the tunnel, it was very simple. You inhabit a prison, yet you seem to know the layout of the detention center quite well. Oh, what's so wrong about that? Sure, I've been to the detention center too. In that case, he should have known about it from the start. When Knightley was in his cell, the door would have been locked. Which means there was one piece of evidence Albert needed to escape. Then, Rocky followed after me. He would have needed the key then, huh?
Hold it!
When did he first realize he was following you? When I got out of the tunnel. Just when I thought I pulled it off. Damn. Didn't you notice anything when you entered the tunnel? He wasn't there at the time. I knew he would follow me if he was around. This is my chance, I thought. Just my luck, damn it. Such harsh words. Poor Rocky. I can't help it. Today was his fault too. It was like yesterday, always clinging on to me. But he was all covered in mud. I panicked and returned to my cell.
Hold it!
You didn't consider just making a run for it? I would have if I could, but the mud would have given me away. And it's not like I get another chance like this. So I had to proceed with caution. In the end, he was exposed by his own bear. It's possible that Albert met Miley before he died. I should listen to his testimony carefully and review the evidence. So as you guys, it seems. You know, the cell doors was simple, but you would have needed the key, wouldn't you have, right?
Objection!
Yep. You say it was simple getting through the cell door. Yeah, that's right. You got a problem with that? Even though you managed to arrive at Knightley's cell, opening the door wasn't so simple. How did you intend to unlock the cell door? J. Albert, you had the key to Knightley's cell. I ain't got nothing like that. That's it. It was open. It was already unlocked when I got there.
Objection!
Indeed. The cell was vacant after Knightley's death, which is why, at the time we conducted our investigation, it was unlocked. Your successful escape attempt occurred after Knightley's death, so the door would have been open. However, you tried to escape once before then. You had tried to escape once before then. The plan was foiled thanks to Rocky. The video shows it. Yes, that was during the animal show, before Knightley's death was known. So he's made 2 attempts. Let's see. That's during the animal show before Nightly's death was known. And the cell door was locked because no one knew he was dead. Without the key to Nightly's cell, your escape would have been impossible. That means it can't be. It's exactly what you think. In the case of the stolen key, the culprit is J. Elbert. You were the one who attacked the guard, weren't you? The guard, and Nightly too, in order to steal his cell key. So he's been traveling back and forth between that shit the whole time, goddamn. It wasn't me. I don't know any Nightly. After stealing the key, you returned to your cell as a precautionary measure. Then you waited for a time when the prison would be most vacant. That was just before Nightly's death became known. In other words, during the animal show. But in the end, the plan was foiled thanks to Rocky. Don't screw with me. You don't have evidence, I still win. I'll still win by decision. Besides, it was that Nightly guy who attacked the guard, right? I think not. Regarding the theft of the keys, Nightly was the victim. It's proof Nightly was the victim who was attacked in his cell. The white floor, right?
Take that!
Yeah. All comes full circle then. In Nightly's cell, there were traces of his blood, which had been wiped away. I believe this is more than enough proof that Nightly was attacked in his cell. You attacked those two people and stole the key, didn't you? He's just getting bucket. He's literally getting beat up by air. Holy shit. This man fucking Edgeworth blew people away with air. Now he's elevated to a full... He's elevated the air into a whole fucking stand. I never thought you'd find the bloodstain I wiped away with a newspaper. Why would you go through all the trouble of wiping the bloodstain? On the hands of Nightly and the guard. There was obvious signs of a scuffle, you know. The bloodstain were uncovered. They found out there's another attacker. And if anyone looked around the bed, the tunnel I dug would have been discovered. So you were trying to buy more time for your escape attempt? But I'm afraid to say your plan still ended in failure. Now then, hand over the keys to Nightly's cell. Damn, he's been getting the triple combo. Oh, yo, that's crazy. His mouth guard is gone. So wait, where did the bloodstain come from again? When did the blood get there? Probably wasn't when he was. If it wasn't when he was killed, and it was from the when he got attacked by when there was the whole thing with the guard and shit. No way. How could an amateur like you knock me out? Here, I got the keys right here. Okay. Hold it. If you have that key, then that means... That's right, Judge Courtney. You reasoned that Nightly stole the key and used it to leave his cell. From there, he entered Mr. Keys' cage and was moved to the workroom. That means that fucking Simon is cleared, right? He's cleared of that. However, the very foundation of that hypothesis has collapsed. Oh, that shit hit different. Oh my god. Ow! I see, in that case, there's only one person who could have moved Nightly. The criminal must have been someone who knew about the secret tunnel. Hey, are you suggesting... J. Albert, you're under arrest, pal.
Wait, I didn't do nothing. Sure, I knocked out those two guys, then I stole the keys. And after that, I waited for the perfect time to enter that guy's cell. The cell was empty then. There was no dead body either. And also, how could I have gotten into the workroom? Couldn't even leave my own cell, right? It's true. You only had the key to Knightley's cell. But there's also Dogen's dog. What? Impossible for the dog to carry the body from the cell to the workroom. I see. So you're saying there was an accomplice. The crime would have been possible if Albert and Dogen were working together. It's perfectly plausible. Somehow, Albert managed to carry Knightley's body to his own cell. Okay. Albert managed to carry Knightley's body to his own cell. And then, the dog must have carried it to the workroom. Yes, because all the animals can move freely in the prison. But that's not the case for the path between the detention center and the prison. The only one who could use that route was you, J. Albert. What if there was another route that you didn't know about? It couldn't have been. The tunnel is a straight path, is it not? Yes, seems like it. I didn't have enough time to dig any more than I did. I only dug halfway up the corridor. What? You mean to say that you didn't dig the entire tunnel? When I got to that cell, the tunnel was already there. There's a tunnel linking my cell to the well. Looking down the well from the courtyard, there's no mistaking it. They've always been connected. I just continued the tunnel with my digging. What was that hole doing there in the first place? Who knows? Maybe another inmate dug it in an attempt to escape. Or maybe the animals dug it. Maybe they wanted to drink from the well? That's highly doubtful. There's no water in that well anymore. It's all dried up. Wait a minute. That's it. For some reason. That well gave off a nice scent. A nice scent. I don't know what it was, but it smells sweet like candy. This scent. I believe we've come across it before. We know the scent from... from the body, right?
Take that!
So I'm starting to think, this is starting to get complicated as hell, holy shit. So there's a tunnel, so basically the tunnel has 3 ends. It can either go to Albert's cell, to Knightley's cell, or to the well. That's in the garden, or like, not the garden, the courtyard. And that opens up crazy shit. Because that means someone else could have hopped through the well. Knightley's body was giving off a sweet candy-like scent. We used a police dog to track that scent. And that led us to discover the tunnel. By any chance, could this be the same scent as the well? Prosecutor Edgeworth, I know what you're trying to say. That the scent proves the body was carried down through the tunnel. Exactly. And, J. Albert, you're the only one who could have used the tunnel. That's not right. Thank you, Mr. Albert. I'm very grateful to you. At last the truth comes to light. Mr. Albert, wouldn't it be wise to confess now? To being an accomplice, I mean? Don't tell me. Even you suspect me too. Judge Courtney, it seems you and I have come to the same conclusion. Not at all. Our thoughts on this matter are still quite different. Mr. Albert was certainly an accomplice, but an accomplice to Horace Knightley. Bro, what?
Hold it!
Accomplice to him? What do you mean? Mr. Albert did not move the body. You saying the body moved himself? He simply lent the victim his keys. What? It it would seem Mr. Albert did indeed strike Mr. Knightley on the head. However, Mr. Knightley was not knocked out. The two must have made a little negotiation. Negotiation? For Mr. Knightley's escape plan to work, he would have needed the keys to his cell. Yeah. So Mr. Albert stole them from the guard. On the other hand, for Mr. Albert to escape, he needed to get into Mr. Knightley's cell. But if Mr. Knightley had seen him and yelled, the plan would have gone down the drain. And so, they negotiated. I didn't negotiate nothing. That sounds way too convoluted. That's not right, no. Oh, you still intended to die it? I see. So in other words, we're back to where we started. Mr. Albert opened up the passage door, or the cell door, and Mr. Knightley entered Mr. Keyes' Wait. Mr. Albert opened up the cell door, and Mr. Knightley entered Mr. Keyes' cage. And then he was moved into the prison.
Of course. And then he was killed in the prison workroom.
Objection!
Weren't you listening? Scent on the body shows it must have been moved through the tunnel. Allie was moved from the detention center through the tunnel. Please wait until someone is finished before speaking. I do not claim that he wasn't moved through the tunnel. What? You know, the scent shows that the body was moved through the tunnel. However, that does not mean it came from the detention center. What do you mean? That sure sounds like a contradiction to me. Isn't there one more possibility? The well in the courtyard. It's possible the body was dropped down from there, that's what I was saying. That's what I'm saying. The courtyard! Ah! The wall in the courtyard! Mr. Keyes carried the cage to not the workroom, but to the courtyard. Mr. Knightley was killed in the courtyard and his body was dropped down the well. And then, the body at the bottom of the well was moved by Mr. Dogan's dog. Now, there's one thing I'd like you all to remember. Before the body was discovered, what was happening in the courtyard? The animal show, right? Regina and Simon were there. Wait, Simon? That's crazy. You're really gonna make this shit way more complicated than it has to. That's wild. Oh boy. I see you understand. Who then dropped the body down the well? Judge Courtney, she's a tough opponent. Her flexible way of thinking enables her to adapt and come up with her own deductions. Mr. Knightley was not carried to the workroom, but to the courtyard, and Mr. Keyes was off stage for 15 minutes. This was when he dropped Mr. Knightley down the well. It's as simple as that.
Objection!
Judge Courtney, your reasoning is sound, I'll admit that. However, let's say the body was dropped down the well. That didn't have to be done during the show. It could have been happening at a different time. Fortunately for you, Prosecutor Edgeworth, that is not possible. What? When the show started, Mr. Albert was in the tunnel, on his way to the cell block. Mr. Albert, at the time, did he happen to see a body in the tunnel? Nope, nothing like that. So, if the body had been dropped before the show, Mr. Albert would have seen it. However, he has stated he did not see a body. Okay. I don't know, my brain just died for a second. So it is impossible to think the body was dropped before the show. And after the show, the body was discovered in the workroom. In other words, the body being dropped down the well and then moved to the workroom could only have been done during this show. And the only one who could have done it is Simon Keyes. I mean, where's the fucking proof? We still don't have really any proof that Simon did it. Like, please explain this to me. Like, this is all just a hypothesis right now. It's like, oh, okay, he brought him in a cage, and then, yeah, no, that's just dumb. I mean, it's plausible, but it's not proved. That's what I kind of like. It's annoying about these games sometimes. Like, oh, your client is innocent, or your client is guilty because this could have happened. Well, where's the fucking proof? See, that's one thing the Greatest Attorney game says over the rest of the series, is that it has a really smart prosecutor that judges everything by proof. Like, he always has proof to back up his shit. Mr. Edgeworth, what should we do now? If the body was moved through the well, then that does put Mr. Keyes at a major disadvantage. However, the notion that the body was moved through the well is only a hypothesis. That doesn't mean there is evidence. Exactly, I just said that. I'm obliged to recognize that fact. Or obligated to recognize that fact. Will you allow me to investigate the courtyard once more? I give my approval. In the name of the goddess of the law. Thank you. Thank you, you're not a complete dumbass. Okay. We're investigating the courtyard. I fear this may be our final chance. Huh? What? Fire! Could this be another prison break, pal? Should we evacuate? What's going on? Everyone, please remain calm. This is just a signal for the evening meal. It's a little loud, so I understand why you could be surprised. It sure scared me. Terribly sorry. And with that, everyone, please return to your posts. That's crazy. Why do you have that as your fucking alarm? J. Albert, it's also time for you to return to your room. I got it. Let's go, Rocky. Warden Roland, we will be proceeding to the courtyard for another investigation. Is it time for you to go home as well, Mr. Edgeworth? Looks like we're out of time. Why don't you continue this another time? But, this investigation. Today's been a big day, right? The escape prisoner and all? So I'm afraid I can't let outsiders like you loiter any longer. She's hiding something. She's hiding some shit, bro. She has something to do with this. This is my decision as the warden of this prison. And we have a judge. Bro, we have police. We have police. Bro, do wardens really have fucking authority over police? We got fucking police. We got detectives. We got a judge. We got two prosecutors, and we got a defense attorney. What are you gonna do against that combo? Looks like it can't be helped. The warden's word can be called the law of the prison. Yeah, but the prison is in the real world, bro. Come on. Prosecutor Edgeworth, this means we'll have to carry out our investigation another day. Until then, you may hold on to your prosecutor's badge. And with that, I leave you. Now, I think it's time you all left. Well, it looks like we'll have to continue the investigation tomorrow. Okay then, sure. Natalie's body was dropped down the well, and it was carried to the workroom from Mr. Albert's cell. This is just Judge Courtney's logic, but is it correct? And Judge Courtney claims that Mr. Keyes transported him, but was Mr. Keyes really the only one with a chance to move him? Mr. Edgeworth, let's do our best tomorrow. We have to save Simon no matter what. Indeed, I agree. Must prove Mr. Keyes' innocence without fail. Okay, to be continued. But let's keep going. Because there is a lot of shit left to do. I wonder if we're going to be able to finish this tonight, though. That's the problem. So March 29th, 10:12 a.m. Alright. But there's a cage over the well, so how do you open that? The courtyard. Depending on what we find here, the entire incident could become clear. However, there's nothing left here. Hey, that rhymed. Yesterday. Isn't there one more possibility? The well in the courtyard. It's possible the body was dropped down from there. Body be dropped down in the well and moved to the workroom. It can only be done during the show. Only one who could have done it is Simon Keys. It's not factual though. Was the body dropped down the well or not? This could be a decisive clue that we need to reach the truth of the matter. Before I continue with the investigation, I should organize my evidence. Unnecessary evidence is removed, remaining evidence has been rearranged. So what do we still have? No, the black dog is gone! No, black dog. No. We still have a lot of shit to worry about though. Like this entire page right here is the same. This entire page except for two things are missing actually. Oh, the keys are missing, okay. Let's see here. Hey, there's a grate here. The well has run dry after all. They even put a lock on it. Lockpicking is one of my specialties. Want to see? There's absolutely no need for you to show off. Oh, come on. Don't be like that. Whoa! What happened, Kay? The lock is broken! Judging from the looks of it, it feels like it was broken some time ago. So the lock was broken. This means that anyone could have dropped the body down this well. Okay, that explains that. According to Judge Courtney's reasoning, Mr. Keyes murdered nightly in the courtyard. And then during the show, he disposed of the body in the well. You think so? Did he really use the well to move the body? I know, let's get Missile to help us out again. He should be able to track the scent of the body. Good idea. Let me contact Detective Gumshoe.
Yes sir, Detective Gumshoe here.
Detective, I have a favor to ask of you. We would like for you to bring Missile to the prison courtyard.
Sounds like you need the help of one of my seven secret weapons again, huh, sir?
Thought Missile belonged to the police department. And also, I would like for you to contact a witness. Please contact Regina Berry of Berry Big Circus and bring her here.
Roger that, sir. I'll bring them over in a flash.
So, what should we do while we wait for Gummy? How about some hide and seek?
What are you talking about, Kay? There's nowhere to hide in here.
I don't think that is the issue. Kay, during times like this, isn't it your turn to shine? Oh, that! You want me to recreate the crime scene? Huh?
How do you do that?
See for yourself. The great thief's secret weapon. Little thief. Oh god, this thing again. Which we still don't know how this fucking thing works. Whoa, what was that? Screen's floating in midair. So what are you doing, Kay? I'm entering the information needed for the simulation. Mr. Shields, this little thief is a tool that can recreate a crime scene based on the information it is given. Should I set it for how this place was like when we came here yesterday? Yes, I believe they were in the middle of taking down the set. We didn't pay enough attention to the well, so it's possible we may have missed a clue. Leave it to me, I took a picture of the place too. There, and there. Data entry complete. Now to set the projection to maximum output. Okay, shut up. Witness the true power of a real modern-day Robin Hood. She says that every time she fucking uses this thing. Holy shit. Hey, this song, though. I don't know if this is returning from Investigations 1, but it's... Oh, it might be, actually. Oh, what just happened? No, this is definitely different. This is definitely a little bit different, bro. I recreated the courtyard from yesterday based on the information I entered. This was a tool the previous Yatagarasu used. It's a device to run simulations to practice stealing things. But used in this manner, we can inspect the crime scene as it was in the past. Oh, but it's still only a recreation based on what information we have. I can't recreate what I don't have information for. And if my information is incorrect, the recreation could come out strange too. In this case, since Kay had the photo, there should be no problems. Now let's begin the investigation. Since it's a recreation, you can examine things just like you always do. You can even present evidence when you find a contradiction. Yes, I know. First, I should start with that well. Alright, there's some things in front of it. Like before. Let's examine the area around the well. It holds the key to this case. So there was a weight here. This is a metal weight. It weighs... It's hard to see in this recreation. Okay, do you remember? I think it was 33 pounds. Okay, we got logic back. Okay. He probably used a pulley system, though. It doesn't seem to be directly related to the circus. It's a sturdy hemp rope. Looks like the rope they use for tug-of-wars. Not going to play tug-of-war with you. Didn't even say anything yet. There's a metal stake attached to the end of the rope. Ah, you use those to pin down the tent when you go camping. It doesn't seem like they need this for performance. I wonder what it was used for. Let's examine those pulleys now. There's some pulleys here. They don't appear to be the pulley that was used to lift the bucket from the well. Let's go up here and examine the pulley here. This pulley was used to lift the bucket from the well. The bucket can't be found. Is there anything else here? Aside from the actual well. This well has been behind the stage. That means only a few people would have access to dump the body in this well during the performance. This isn't looking good for Mr. Keys. These things around the well, what were they used for? Okay, that's what I had to examine. They don't seem to be related to the animal show. I agree, we could ask Miss Berry about that later. Okay, let's... chairs, I guess? I like how they outline the stuff you can check out in yellow, that's pretty nice. These were used for audience seating during the show. Holding up all these chairs must have been a chore. Is that so? Don't tell me, you've never tidied up folding chairs before. I've delegated the task to others in the past. Mr. Edgeworth, you should try doing some manual labor once in a while. I'll look into it. AKA, fuck you, bitch. Examine the stage now. This is the stage where they put on the animal show. If I put on a great thief show, I wonder if anyone will come. I'm pretty sure the police would show up. Pretty sure she already said that before. Examine the elephant in the room. What was the elephant's name again? She's a Seek the Asian elephant. Okay, so that's actually evidence, huh? Ah, that's right. It's an easy name to remember. Maybe I couldn't think of a good name, so I gave her a name that's easy to remember. Mr. Edgeworth, what a terrible thing to say about poor Steve. That's all the information we can gather for now. The detective should be here soon, too. Okay, go ahead and shut down the little thief. Alright, return the area to normal. Okay, so that's it for now. That was a quick investigation. Jeez, we investigated like 3 things. Sorry to keep you waiting, sir. Hey. Hey, speak of the gummy. Detective Gumshoe. That was quick. I
couldn't keep you waiting I couldn't keep you waiting for too long, sir.
From the stray pixels on my screen, it looks like he's holding like a string. I wonder if that actually shows up on stream. Oh yeah, it does. Thanks for coming along too, Regina. No problem. It sounded like fun, so I skipped practice to come here. Thank you for your cooperation. First, Detective, let's have Missile do some tracking.
No problem, sir. Hey, Missile. Over here, pal. Hey, what's in your pal? I said over here. What's the matter? It looks like you're scared of something, sir.
Oh, the alligator?
Alligator. I guess he's scared of the alligator, sir.
Good grief, looks like Missile won't be much help to us. So what should we do, Miles? Maybe we could ask Miss Berry for help. What is it? What is it? Is there something I can do? Do you want me to teach Allie a trick? Actually, she probably could. No, I just need you to tell me about the condition of the courtyard during the show. Looks like it's my time to shine again. Yes, if you please. Alright, let's turn this bitch on again. Alright, that should do it. Starting up the recreation now. Oh, when the show was happening? Recreation complete. This time you can see how the courtyard was during the animal show. This should be around the time the body was dropped down to the well. Wow, cool, it's just like magic. It's not magic. I just recreated the scene based on the information you gave us. See? Look over there. Huh? The backstage area is missing. Well, Regina didn't help with the preparations, so she doesn't really know how it was set up. I get it, you can't recreate what you don't have the info for, huh? Or, I get it, you can't recreate what you don't have the info for, huh? I'm sorry, it's because Simon took care of setting everything up. Don't worry yourself none, Regina Pie. Miles is the one at fault here. Why me? Mr. Edgeworth, I've recreated the show in progress, but I can also change it to how it was earlier when it was being taken down. I see, so we can examine the courtyard during the show and after the show. We could freely switch between the two different states. To change the recreation, select Little Thief on the bottom screen. Now let's begin the investigation. That's actually pretty cool. Where does it show up though? Hey, I want. Get the fuck out. Nah, shut the fuck up, you nasty bitch. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to recreate that, aren't I? Oh no, it's actually pretty easy. Nah, okay, you get the fuck back up there, but nah. I get the fuck back. Oh my god, okay. So we can switch. Oh, okay. That's just how it works. But there's no real point to changing it right now. Let's examine the stage. A love story between an elephant and a tiger. I really wanted to see that. I also wanted to see Simon in action. Simon is really amazing, especially the part where he gets blown away. That's crazy. You really like watching a man die, huh? That's the scene in question. At that point, the suspect, in the role of the villain, is blown away by the heroine's burning love and makes his exit. After being blown away, the suspect disappeared from the stage. Are you saying the crime was committed during that time? Do you know how long he was gone from the stage? Let me think, about 15 minutes or so. It's just as Judge Courtney said. But, isn't it dangerous to be blown away by an elephant? It's alright, Astique is very gentle. That's not who we're worried about here. During the first few practices, he was having trouble getting blown away. And all of a sudden, he was able to get sent flying beautifully. He might be using some sort of device, but it's amazing. A device. Do you know anything about it? I have no idea. Simon handled it all by himself. The scene where Astique knocks Simon into the air employs some kind of trick. It's probably the pulley, right? He probably did something with the pulley system. Okay. We can examine the well, but it's not going to give us anything. At this point in time, we still don't have enough information about this area. That's right, Mr. Edgeworth. Please steal some information. I don't steal information I obtained through my investigation and logic. I prefer to act first before thinking. Act before thinking, as long as you don't interfere with the investigation. I wouldn't want to arrest you. The seats were normal like this too. These chairs are lined up in orderly fashion. I guess there were a few empty seats during the performance. This intimate atmosphere, and the closeness between the stage and the audience. It reminds me of the karaoke tournament I entered when I was a kid. Karaoke tournament. I was the runner-up. Dark skies have been... Oh my god, bro. You're really gonna sing this twice in the chapter, really? Don't tell me you actually sang that song. Of course, this song rocks! I'm surprised she actually made it to the finals. Did she steal second place? No, she didn't steal first place. She must have gone there fair and square. I accidentally put in caps lock, holy shit. See, of course the cage is empty here. It's the cage of the Asian elephant Astique. The elephant is performing on stage right now, so the cage is empty. Wonder how Astique entered the courtyard. What do you mean, how? The entrance here is human-sized, and its fence is electrified. I don't think an elephant would enter from there. They could just turn off the electricity. If they did that, all the humans would escape. I doubt anyone would escape while an elephant was entering. Wonder how she came in. This requires thought. She seems to be enjoying her little brain teaser. I should just let her be. Okay, so first off, there's some stuff in this cart that wasn't here before. Oh? This crate was empty in the recreation earlier. That's right. It was also empty in the picture I took. Ah, I'm sorry. That information is wrong. What do you mean? This crate contained Astique's food. In the morning, on the day of the show, all the apples were gone. I totally forgot about that. I'm sorry. Missing apples, huh? Should make a note of it. Was there before the day before the show was gone the next morning. Okay. Why would all the apples go missing though? Let's talk to our boy Shields. A great thief's secret weapon. I see. But isn't this bad? Using a thief's tool to aid the investigation? Don't make such a scary face. It's alright, Uncle Ray's lips are sealed. It's for the truth, right? The evidence may very well already have been destroyed. In order to recreate the crime scene, we need her help. Why so serious? At times like this, a simple smile will suffice. Yes, thank you very much. Wait, let me just run through what he said again. I was thinking of something while I was reading. Okay, let's talk to my boy Gumshoe.
Mr. Edgeworth, you've got that look on your face like you want to use my secret weapon, sir. Wish I was in the mood, but I got my fishing rod ready to go. Or would you prefer the metal detector?
Okay, we'll take a minute with the metal detector. I've never seen the detective's eyes sparkle like that. If need be, I'll let you know. For now, just stand by. Let's talk to Regina then. Do you come here often, Regina? Yes, I have many friends here. I love this place. New friends, old friends, everyone's a friend in here. Yesterday, Miss Warden introduced me to a new friend, Little Allie. The alligator lurks in the pond in the courtyard. That pond. If you get too close, it feels like you'll get gulped. I don't think Little Allie would do such a thing. Her stomach wasn't feeling very well yesterday. I'm worried. Aren't you all worried too? Right? Yes, of course. We're all worried, right, Mr. Edgeworth? Don't drag me into this. Okay, so there's not really anything else to investigate. That means we need to logic this bitch. Oh, we got a lot of shit. Okay, tools around the well. Simon's stunt. These two must have been used, right? That's the only way I can think of how he used the trick. He used those tools that were beyond the well. There we go. Mr. Keys used the device for his stunt. Maybe the tools around the well are connected to this. K, I'd like to recheck the tools lying around the well yesterday. Can you change the recreation to the after the show scene? Roger. Okay, we're getting through this. We're getting through this shit, bro. Okay. The tools lying around the well. Could they have been a part of this device? It seems very likely. I wonder if it's possible to recreate the device. If we ask Mr. Keys, he should be able to tell you how the device was put together. Alright, I'll go ask him. Alright, let's see how he did this shit. Mr. Edgeworth, I asked him about it. And did he find out how the device works? He used the rope. Okay, so 3 pulleys in this bitch. He used the rope to hang some weights on the well's pulley. The weights were suspended inside the well. Then he ran the rope through the 2 more pulleys and tied the end of the rope to his own body. Okay. So he uses the force of the falling weights to send himself flying. But what's to stop the weights from falling on their own? In order to prevent that from happening, he used a stopper. Miss Barry didn't know anything about the well, and that means Mr. Keys removed the stopper by himself? Correct. That's why a second rope was needed. This rope was attached to the stopper, and when it was pulled from the stage, the stopper would be removed, and the weights would drop down the well. At least it's not heavy, it's only 33 pounds. Well, I mean, it's still heavy, but it's not like heavy to like drag him through the fucking stage. I'm definitely gonna steal this idea. The Yadagarsu won't lose to something like this. Don't waste your time. Circus acts require extensive training. Even if you steal the device, it won't do you any good. Then I'll train as well. Before you start training, could you first update the recreation? Oh yeah. You wanted me to recreate the device that was used in the performance. First, let's return to during the show scene. Next, I'll input the information of the device on the well. Now we could recreate the device Simon made. Bro. Imagine how much easier life would be with a device like that. Like, holy shit. Crime? What's that? We can just figure this shit out. So this is the device that Mr. Keys used. So he put a stopper that like looped around. Okay, I see how he did that. Simon's device data jotted down in my organizer. Simon sure is gutsier than he looks. Using the falling weights as the force to launch himself during his performance? Indeed, he would have to drop enough weights to exceed his own body weight. In order to provide the strength needed to pull him off the stage. So he needed more than just 33-pound weights. Okay. Simon must have practiced a lot for this. Okay. Let's keep thinking then. Pedal weights, each one weighs 33 pounds. Strength to be pulled, okay. So there's multiple of them. Huh? Isn't this strange?
Oh, what's wrong, pal?
Haven't you noticed, Detective? What's strange about the weight is... the number, yeah. What's strange is the number of weights. In other words, it's not heavy enough. In order to lift Simon's body, more weights are required. In order to pull up Mr. Key's body weight...
Yeah, you're right, sir.
But where did the rest of the weights disappear to?
Looks like it's time to use my 7 secret weapons, sir.
If necessary, I'll let the detective know. More weights are required to steep the elephant, the missing apples. I feel like he might have used like the tarp to use the apples as weights. Nope, I was wrong. Can't see a clear connection between these two pieces of information. Damn, it'd be like that. Stake the elephant metal detector, not heavy enough. Maybe these two? Hey, okay, there we go. So let's use the metal detector to find out where the shit went. Detective Gumshoe, it's time for your secret weapon.
Yes, sir.
I was hoping for a metal detector.
I don't get many chances to use this one.
Hey, I mean, maybe you'll have to fish something out of the well.
Before we begin the search, let me go over how to use the metal detector, sir. This metal detector uses sound and this meter to let you know how close you are to a metal object. When you get closer to a metal object, the metal detector will have a bigger reaction, like this. When you get the biggest reaction, give me the order to examine that spot, sir. Now, see what we've got. It's just a metal fence. And that's basically how you search for metal objects. Just give me the instructions of where you want to search, sir.
Hey, we get to control his ass? Hey, let's fucking go. We get to control Gumshoe, bro. Nah, we're in Gumshoe investigations now, bro. Alright. Let's examine here. That's Gumshoe. Enough with the idle chatter and continue the investigation.
Ooh, yes, sir.
Let's examine what was here, then.
Here, sir. Looks like there's something here.
I don't see anything that could be metal. Metallic. What could be causing the reaction?
Huh. Maybe there are iron fillings around here.
Iron fillings? Hey, what the fuck? iFurno98, hi, how's it going? Thanks for the follow. We are just chilling out here.
Who are you to accuse me?
Okay, let me check something out, actually. We're just fucking around here trying to finish this chapter by the end. Okay, let's continue. You know, iron fillings. The ones you collect with a magnet? A magnet, you say?
Yes, sir. I guess they're mixed into the sand here. We're going to pull them out. We'll need secret weapon number 6. What's it, 7?
Can you even keep that much straight?
It's just a regular mandate I bought at the hardware store.
Oh my god, fucking Gumshoe's gonna kill my voice. Let me take something to drink. I almost thought I said Pepto-Bismol because I glanced up at the screen.
Hold it near the ground and presto! Pick them all up, sir.
Wow, this is really...
Ahaha, well, what do you know?
Finding simple joy in simple tasks. What a simpleton. Let's check somewhere else. Alright, back to controlling the boy. Okay, so higher we go here. I want to see what he says for this, I'm not gonna lie. Wait, what's going on about here?
Here, sir. It looks like there's something here. Ooh! It's a gold coin, sir! It's a historical discovery!
It's hardly possible that something like this could have found its way into a prison. Ah, there it is! So that's where it was buried. That's a coin from the bi-weekly coin hunting competition.
There's an event like that? That sure sounds like fun, pal.
It's an event where the warden buries some coins and the prisoners search for them. There are 3 silver coins and 1 gold coin. Whoever finds them can trade them in for snacks. Coin hunting competition. And an animal show. Just what kind of prison is this anyway? It reminds me of, Colombia. Hey, nice. Fellow Hispanic, I see. Because I am half Mexican. That's nice. You know, the gold coin thing, that kind of reminds me of when I was in elementary school. My, elementary school used to do this, like, hunt for, like, a statue of Elmo, like Elmo from Sesame Street. And whichever class found the statue that would be hidden around, like, outside the school, whoever found the statue would win a pizza party. Which, my class, of course, never won. But those are the kind of shits you just kind of remember. Sticks in your head.
Let's continue the search, sir.
Okay, ooh, okay, here, in the alligator pit.
Yeah, there's a reaction here too. Here too, sir.
Gotta get that punctuation right.
Let's check it out. Huh? I found these in the clumps of grass, sir.
These are the weights used for that hosting device. Or hoisting device. Were these intentionally hidden?
There's 4 of them in all, sir.
That many weights would be enough to lift Simon. So the other weights that were used in the device were hidden. Why were they hidden over here, though? Yeah, well, like, what? That's a good question. Why would he have to hide them? They're just weights. Unless someone else used them to, like, bring the body down and maybe, like, use, like, a weight pulley system.
See, I'm really earning my keep today, aren't I, sir?
Ooh! Ah, the alligator.
Ah, that scared me, pal.
Huh? What's the matter, detective?
It looks like the metal detector is reacting to this alligator.
Really? Why? Are you sure it still isn't just reacting to the weights?
It's a different reaction, and it's definitely coming from the alligator.
The alligator? What the fuck did the alligator eat? That bitch is gone. It's gone. Oh god, Kay, what are you gonna do? It looks like it's scared of us. I don't think so, Kay. Huh? If anything, I think Allie looks a little under the weather. Allie. I suppose that was what Warren Rowland called it. She didn't eat any of the food that was given to that the warden gave her yesterday. I think she might have eaten something bad.
So I guess the metal detector could be reacting to whatever the alligator ate.
Oh, maybe she ate one of the weights. I doubt that even an alligator can ingest a 33-pound weight. But what could the metal detector be reacting to? And this reminds me of Ace Attorney 1, where he used the metal detector on Manfred von Karma's like shoulder to find the billet there. And regardless, why were their weights hidden? Maybe we should take another look at the device on the well. Okay, I'd like you to recreate the after the show scene again. Alright, leave it to me. So we're investigating the well again? No one rested until it inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. So is there something we need to investigate? Maybe... Oh, that thing would just straight up fucking kill the alligator, wouldn't it? This rope was part of the device used during the show. To be able to create a device with just one piece of rope. Simon's surprisingly handy. One piece of rope? It seems that there is a contradiction with the device. Oh yeah, there should be two pieces, right? Because he used the rope for the pulley. That's the rope he used for the stopper, though. Simon's device. There we go. This recreation and the device we saw earlier. There's a major discrepancy. One of the ropes is missing. Oh, the song again. Let's go! They play this song so many times I can't get enough of it. Holy shit. Fucking love this. You're right. Without it, the device won't work. I wonder what happened to it. Where did the missing rope disappear to? It's possible that we hold the piece of evidence that shows where the rope went. Eh? Which piece of evidence shows where the missing rope went? The rope here that was found with the body, huh? The rope we found with the dead body. Ah, could it be? Yes. It could be the other piece of rope that was buried. Or buried. Yeah, the rope was buried, yes, sure. Piece of rope that was used here. Then does that mean the rope was attached to the weight? However, the weight was not on one of these metal weights. What? The weight was not on one of these metal weights. Huh? These weights were hidden. These weights were hidden in the grass and replaced with something else. If they were replaced, then what was used as the weight? What was tied to the rope found in the workroom? If we can recall that, then the answer should be clear. The weight that was dropped in place of the weights that Mr. Keys had prepared was... I'm sorry, what? I'm a little bit lost here. The weight that was dropped in place of the weights that Mr. Keys had prepared was... The fucking body? Are you... Nah, there's no way it's the body that he used. What's dropped down the well? Well, it's none other than Knightley's dead body. Oh my fucking god, bro. Come on. Eh? Mr. Knightley's body was used as the weight? Yes, the weights were replaced with Knightley's body. Mr. Keys used the device to launch himself off the stage. When the rope that was tied to him was undone and let go, both the body and the rope dropped down the well. That just indicts some more, doesn't it? Unless we could find evidence that someone else tampered with it. The rope wasn't used to tie up Knightley. It was used to suspend him inside the well. It also explains why the other weights were hidden. Ah, so that's so that no one would find the weights were replaced with the body. That's actually clever as shit, holy shit. Yes, the killer was the one who hid those weights. But Miles... Was the Knightley boy stabbed in the neck with the murder weapon? He was suspended in the well. Wouldn't there be blood at the bottom of the well? The killer was also aware of that. That's why they used this item. Which item did the killer use in order to leave no traces of blood behind the tarp?
Take that!
The sheet we found near the body. It was used to wrap up the body. Ah, I see. It looks like all the pieces are starting to come together, eh? But this means that the body definitely came from the well. If that's the case, wouldn't that mean Simon is the killer? No, it's not necessarily the case. Eh? But yesterday, Judge Courtney said if Mr. Keys was the killer, he would have needed to set up such an elaborate... Would he have needed to set up such an elaborate device? I guess you have a point. Mr. Keys was only responsible for dropping the body during the show. In other words, it doesn't matter where the real killer was or what they were doing during the show. until now. This placed the doubt on the people who did not watch the Animal Show. It's true, we also suspected Mr. Dogen. The killer's true intent was to make us think that the murder occurred during the show. In other words, they used the device on the well to create a fake alibi. So at some point they replaced the weights with the body and then... Yikes. Miss Berry, do you know when this device on the well was set up? Let me think. The day before the show. I think it was at night. We all started preparing at 9 PM. So it was a whole different fucking day that the guy got killed. He finished around midnight. The killer replaced the weights with a dead body afterwards. Oh boy. Did Dogen know about the device? No, even if he knew about the device, it wouldn't be possible for him to use it. You can't teach a dog to suspend a body in a well. In other words, Dogen is not the killer. Holy shit, this fucking case. My god. Okay, we gotta use logic now. Gotta logic our way through this. Weight switch with body. The device was set up on the body the night before the show. Let's try and attach these two things. Missing apples and the elephant. Okay. The apples in the crate were probably eaten by Astique. But it's strange. I remember leaving the crate out of the reach from Astique's nose. Are you certain? Yes, the crate was still full of apples on the night before the show. Then the cart was moved to where her nose could reach it. With that many apples, it could not have been moved by the wind. Most likely, the crate was moved by a person. Somebody moved the crate of apples the night before the show. What jewel does that mean? Alright. Oh shit, I accidentally closed the game! Oh, fuck. When did I last save? When did I last save? Is there like a... Yikes. Oh, yikes, 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 yikes. The last save was... Oh, and this game doesn't autosave either. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Oh, bro, that's fucked. Okay, I gotta go into intermission. I'm not gonna be able to finish this tonight because of this. I mean, I don't think I will be able to. Yeah, that's... Oh my god. I was checking Discord and I accidentally fucking clicked it when I was tapping it. Let me just mute the game. I'm gonna try and speed through it. Is there a fast forward feature on, DS Moon? Let's see. Frame skip, emulation settings. Let's see. I mean, not frame skip, no. Fast forward, yes. What's the button I have for fast forwarding? Tab. Oh, hell yeah, okay, I could probably do this quickly. I mean, I'll just chill out for now, I guess. While I do this. Oh, there's so much text in this fucking game. This is gonna take a while. Because this game doesn't actually have an actual fast forward speed. I wish it could go quicker than this, but it's not that much faster. Oh, we still gotta do all this shit too. Still gotta do the like original investigation. Oh no, actually, this is gonna be a little bit more difficult than I thought. Let's just investigate the things we need to investigate. Okay. I should be done this in about 10 minutes. It shouldn't take longer than that. So I'll just chill out. Like I said, probably not gonna talk much unless anything happens. You wanna ask any questions or whatever if anyone's watching right now. I'm tired. It is almost 3 AM where I am at, but I don't have class tomorrow, so I'm good. I am moving fucking K again. Holy shit! Oh god, hold up. Did I seriously just get my fucking hand stuck in my... Got my hand stuck in my fucking shirt because I was scratching my stomach. Okay, back to it. What was I investigating? Oh yeah, the apples. Let's recollect all this. No, I don't want to investigate it again. I already got it. Not the alligator. Oh yeah, the show. I'll use logic to run the well. Simon stunt. I'm almost back to where we were at. But again, I don't think I'm gonna finish this tonight. It's gonna have to be tomorrow. Okay, we're back. We're back in the game. I'll take this as a moment to just chill out for a sec, just to rest in my voice. Let's see. Who is streaming right now? Proton, John. And that's pretty much all of the ones that I recognize. Someone's streaming Downwell. That's a game that I... Do I have Downwell? I think I actually do have Downwell. Hold on. I do own Downwell. There we go. See, sometimes I forget if I own games. Not really many people that I recognize here. Let's go to Twitter and just check out what's going on. Oh yeah, Hawkeye's coming out tomorrow.
Me mash, you steer.
No. I'll kill us both, guys.
No, why? Why would you do that? No,
I think
no, please stop. No, please stop. No. Please don't.
No. No way.
You, listen to me. Let me mash. You steer, B.
Triforce Me crew, thank you so much for subscribing to tier 2. Trey,
Let
dead ass.
you
Just take it as
hear.
slow as you want. Take it as slow as you want. They are definitely going to kill themselves. Absolutely, 100%. Like,
Please,
like
for the love of God,
just go
don't
chill.
mash. I got it.
Like, actually, just go chill. Oh my fucking god.
Alright, let's get back to the game. Okay. Let me actually... I forgot to unmute the game. Oh shit. Here we go. We're back in this shit, okay. So... I don't actually know how much we have left in this. I'm gonna check once again. Oh yeah, we still got an hour left in here. We're not finished this tonight. Nope. We're gonna have to do that tomorrow, but I'll do as much as I can for the rest of the night, which is I'd say about 30 minutes. Let's go through it. Okay, let's check the basket or not the basket location, but like the basket's position. No wonder I thought it smelled like animals. It contained the elephant's food. So this was filled with Aztec's apples. That's right, on the day before the show, it was full of apples. And in the morning, they were all gone. Oh, did you think of something? You could say that. Okay, so we're trying to figure out where these apples went, correct? What about in here? What's going on in here? Alright, you checked this area earlier, but it never hurts to take another look. Oh, look, it looked weird to me, I don't know why. Ooh, this song hits. My head hurts, I don't know why. I think I'm really too long. It's the cage of the Asian elephant. Okay, the elephant's performing on stage right now, so it's not. I already read this. Fuck. Is this the place where we want to be checking? Because let's check our logic right now. Weights switched with body. The device was set up with the body the night before the show. Somebody moved the crate of apples on the night before the show. Well, these two must be connected, right? Because they're both before the show started. Yep. This cart was moved the night before the show. The body was also switched the night before the show. I don't think it was just a coincidence. Keeping that in mind, the question now becomes, why was the cart moved? The cart used to be in front of that door. I can think of one reason why. Somebody opened that door. Alright, let's hurry up and... The door's locked. Let's ask a guard. Hey, Mr. Guard! Yes, what is it? That was fast. You there. Where's the key to this door? The warden's in charge of it. I'll get it from her right away. The warden's in charge of the key here? Without the warden's permission, this door can't be opened. See, I'm suspecting the fucking warden so much, I don't know why. Thank you very much. Oh, there's a circuit breaker. Okay. This must be the breaker room. On the night before the show, someone came into this room. Wonder why they would come here. I don't think anyone would confuse this breaker room with the break room. It was definitely to operate the circuit breakers. So someone came here to shut off the power to something? Is there anything that had its power shut off? What could have its power shut off by the breaker? What could indeed? The cameras, that's it. The security camera footage had a 3-hour gap. I see. The circuit breaker for the security cameras was tripped. It's highly possible. Was this the killer's handiwork? Without the camera down, it'd be easier to move about. The killer would have a major advantage. I knew it. If that's the case, the killer was the person who tripped the breaker. The person in charge of the key to the breaker room is... It could be. It has to be the warden then. They're the only people who could have done that, right? Yeah. Or she's the only person who's done that. I don't know. They're the only people. What was I talking about, bro? Investigation complete. Yeah, I lost a little bit of health while fast forwarding through this. Oh boy. Here we go.
I'm the first to the scene, as always.
Good morning, Mr. The Best.
What? You? How did you get here before me?
Greetings, Prosecutor Edgeworth. I see you have arrived early. Or maybe it's just you who are late. Judge Courtney. I have many matters which require my attention. I have no time to waste. Unlike a certain prosecutor who has taken off the case... Oh, my apologies. I'd forgotten that you were assisting the defense attorney.
An assistant can never be the best. You've fallen like the rest.
You just say whatever you like, don't you? Let us begin our examination of the courtyard, Sebastian.
Alright, I call the men over.
That will be unnecessary.
What?
We have already finished the investigation of this courtyard. You've been bested.
Bested? Me?
Judge Courtney. Your reasoning from yesterday. Watch me shatter it to pieces. I would advise you to choose your words more carefully. Have you forgotten that the fate of your badge rests in my hands? Finish fucking shrug, my god. I've had enough of such coercion. Can't you think of some other way to threaten me that does not involve my badge? Despite my repeated warnings, you show no signs of reflection. It seems I must remind you once more. The prosecutorial investigation committee can't leave someone such as yourself unchecked.
Objection!
Neither the fate of my badge nor the actions of the committee will impede my progress. Provoking Mr. Keyes' innocence, that is all that concerns me. Your words are like those of a defense attorney. If you are willing to go that far, then I will show no leniency. In the name of the goddess of law, I shall turn your words against you. And at that moment, you will forfeit the title of prosecutor. You shall regret this. Alright, let's do this one. I shared my reasoning with you the day before. Since Mr. Albert did not see the body when he passed through the tunnel, it could have only been dropped down near the well. It could have only been dropped down the well during the show. The only one who could have performed such an act is the suspect. Naturally, you have evidence to support your reasoning?
Of course she does. Who do you think she is?
Earlier, I received the official autopsy report. Babysitting that kid must be difficult. The time of death was the night before the body was discovered. Okay. In other words, the day before the show. The cause of death remains unchanged, a stab wound 4 inches deep. 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. on March 27th, died instantly to the stab in the neck. Okay. Simon Keyes was not present on the stage for a period of 15 minutes. There was sufficient time for him to drop the body down the well. She has not investigated the courtyard yet. That means it seems there's a hole in your argument. You seem quite confident. Can you present evidence to support your claim? Of course I can, and I will. Alrighty. This is probably going to be the final cross-examination of the day. And I will obviously pick this up again tomorrow. Finally finish off this case. Okay. I shared my reasoning with you the day before. Press that. Press that. I don't know why I said that. So you continue to believe that Mr. Keyes is the murderer, just as he continued to speak as if he is not. Do you have any decisive evidence? Do you know the identity of the true criminal? You do not realize you do realize you need proper evidence, do? I am a representative of the goddess of law. My words are holy ordered. You know, that's bullshit. Or you're saying law fucking evidence is everything? Shut the fuck up. Indeed, I state something is black, it is black. I state something is white, it is white. So what would you call gray? If you wish to disprove my works, then present your evidence at once. It's bullshit, bro. Since Mr. Elbert did not see the body when he passed through the tunnel,
Hold it!
couldn't it be possible that Elbert just failed to notice the body? Mr. Assistant's assistant, did you also enter the hole? Huh? How did you know? I noticed that there was some mud stuck to your lovely hair ornament yesterday. That's amazing! Your powers of observation will put even the great thief to shame. In the name of the goddess of law, answer me truthfully. If there were a dead body in that tunnel, would it have escaped your notice? Well, the thing is, yeah, I think I would have noticed something like that. Do you understand now? Mr. Elbert did not see the body. It could have only been dropped down that well during the show.
Hold it!
The body was dropped down the well during the show? I'd like to hear your reasoning for this. The day before the show, Mr. Elbert left the key to Mr. Knightley. The key to Knightley's cell, huh? Mr. Knightley escaped from his cell with the key and entered the cage with this. Entered the cage Mr. Keys prepared. Prepared, not repaired. Mr. Keys then moved the cage to the courtyard and proceeded to murder Mr. Knightley. The next day, when Mr. Elbert passed through the tunnel, he did not come across the body. Please wait a minute. That doesn't seem right at all. Wasn't there a sweet smell in the tunnel? Mr. Knightley must have passed through it. Mr. Knightley passed through the tunnel after Mr. Elbert did. Mr. Elbert passed through the tunnel at the start of the show. However, the body wasn't found until the end of the show. Which is why you believe the body was dropped during the show. Yes, and there's only one person who could have carried out this act. The only one who could have performed such an act is the suspect. Press that. There is no one else who could have committed the murder? I heard that Miss Barry was present on stage at all times. A great number of the prisoners were also watching the show. Even the prisoners who did not see it have sufficient alibis. How about the guards? Along with the warden, nearly everyone was watching the show. But there must have been a chance for even one of them to approach the well. During the show, none of the guards left their posts. That much is certain. They all testified as such. She left no room for oversight. Do you finally admit that only Simon Keys could have been the criminal? Judge Courtney has not thoroughly examined the courtyard like we have. So, there's a bit of a gap in our argument, right? I gotta get in the mood to do his fucking voice. I should review the evidence we obtained in the courtyard. Okay, I actually don't know what to do here. Okay, that's correct. Okay, it's this body. Okay. Could have only been dropped down the well during the show. Okay. There's a suspect. Did we present this then?
Objection!
Yeah, okay, there we go. This device. Unfortunately for you, Judge Cordy, I am dropping a fat beat. Your argument doesn't hold any water, just like the well. There was a device set up around the well here. What is the device of which you speak? Are you aware of the stunt in which Mr. Keys is blown away by the elephant during the show? I have heard of it. It would have been right before he exited the stage. He tied one end of the length of the rope to himself, and the other end to a set of weights. He was able to perform the stunt by dropping these weights down the well.
Wouldn't he have spent the whole place suspended up in the air?
Hold it!
That's why he had a stopper attached to the weighted end. The stopper was removed by pulling another rope. Around the well, we found evidence that the weights were switched with the victim's body. This was done by the real killer in order to shift suspicion away from them. Judging from the time of death, the murder was carried out in the early morning of the show. The true criminal had until the time of the show started, or the true criminal had until the time of the show started, to set up the device.
Didn't Simon Keys make that thing? And since he was also the one who used it, he is the best suspect. Just like this game I played, Among Us. He is a suspicious man.
I don't know where I'm going with this.
Don't you agree?
If Mr. Keys were the murderer, he would not have needed to do that. Miss Berry. Yes? Was there anyone else who knew of the device he set up? Well, let me see. Since we had to get everything about our show approved by the people here at the prison, I say there were others who knew about it. And there you have it. I see. You have indeed performed a thorough investigation, which is why I'm even further perplexed. Why do you not use your efforts for justice? My actions are not just? Who made that decision? You cannot understand even that? Even now? Providing support to a defense attorney, despite being a prosecutor, it is quite unnatural. This goes against the rules. I am merely choosing to do what I think is right at this particular time. I travel down the road I have chosen. Your comprehension does not matter in the least. However, if anyone intends to interfere, I will show no mercy. Perhaps this is a calling from the Goddess of Law. If you intend to rebel against her divine will, I will have no choice but to hand down my verdict. Pay heed to my words. I have one more reason to suspect Simon Keys of murder. Alright, this is the last one. Let's do this. If the body came up from the courtyard, or the body came from the courtyard, how was Knightley brought here from the detention center? Only Simon Keys could have provided such an opportunity. Because of this fact, I find it most difficult to suspect any other party of this crime. While Simon Keys was moving the supplies for the show, he visited Mr. Knightley's cell. Does it not strike you as odd? Why else would he have brought a large covered cage with him? Oh, that does seem pretty suspicious. Mr. Keys was merely that kind of person. It is entirely possible that he carelessly brought it there. If that is possible, it is also possible that he was assisting in the escape. Am I wrong? I suppose I must refute her theory with evidence. Alright. The body came up from the courtyard. You seem to believe that Knightley was killed in the courtyard. So can you say when he was brought here? On the day of the show, between midnight and 8 a.m. I am positive it could only have been during that time. So after rehearsal had ended and before the show began. The most pressing issue is... Wait, hold on, I wasn't paying attention again, I have to go back. Okay. How was Mr. Knightley brought here from the detention center? Are you certain there was no other routes? A trial date has not yet been determined for Mr. Knightley. Since he was not a prisoner, he could not have easily entered the prison. He would have stood out too much. Meaning no one testified seeing him in there. Well done, may you be blessed by the Goddess of Law. As I said, Mr. Knightley was taken into the prison through a less conspicuous manner. Only Simon Keys could have provided such an opportunity. Are you certain that he was the only person who had the opportunity? Have you forgotten? This is a prison. Due to the constant supervision, it would be impossible to do anything unusual. Then wouldn't it be the same for Mr. Keys? The warden has shown favor for the Big Berry Circus. Simon Keys is a circus member. Mr. Berry's apprentice, no less. It could only have been him. He was able to move about freely within the facility. Seems that you forgot to mention that. The word forget does not exist in my dictionary. Then it would be prudent for you to add this to your argument. Mr. Keys may have been the only person who could move around freely in the prison. But on the day of the murder, there was a gap in time missing from the surveillance records. During that time, anyone could have done it if they pleased. Do I have proof of this gap surveillance? Do I have proof of this gap in the surveillance records? There. Should be the timestamp being off for 3 hours. Mr. Keys wasn't the only one who had the opportunity.
Who else could have had the opportunity?
The timestamp on the security camera is off by 3 hours. This means there was a 3-hour gap in time. During that time, anyone could have done it. If that were the case, then the murderer would have created the gap in time intentionally. It would not have been a simple camera failure. Are you saying that is possible? It's possible if you have access to this. The circuit breaker.
Take that!
In this courtyard, we found the circuit breaker for the security camera. And it was possible to access the breaker room both before and after the murder.
What?
Oh god, why did that kill my throat for a second? Unfortunately, it appears that you have fallen short of your intentions. Mr. Edgeworth hasn't fallen short of anything. So, can you explain how the murderer obtained a key to the breaker room? Oh yeah, that's right. It was locked, wasn't it? The warrant hangs onto the key, right? The breaker room has a great importance even in a prison. There is no one who would be able to obtain the key so easily.
Objection!
There's one person, though. Well, I can think of someone. Oh, that kicking, oh my god. What did you say? This person, the murderer, was able to get the key. They didn't even need to steal it.
Objection!
There can't be anyone like that. Besides, the breaker to the electrified fence is in that room too.
Only one person could have done this. I didn't want to believe it myself, but I trust that my logic is sound. The person who used the key to enter the breaker room is... Fucking prison warden. Bro, how do we indict the fucking... In the first episode, we indict the fucking bodyguard of the president to then reveal a presidential assassination conspiracy that was planned by the president himself. Now we're about to indict a fucking prison warden. Hell yeah, you going off in this game. Oh my god.
Take that!
The murderer is... We don't even get to say it. Warden Roland. Oh my, what an energetic little puppy. That's because this dog is extremely fond of sweets. He seems to detect a sweet scent on you. Oh boy. Oh heavens no, I'm not even wearing a perfume or anything of the sort. What the dog intends is a sweet scent of death. How poetic. However, does that not imply that I committed a murder? That's what I think. This man the best is going through it right now with that whip. What? I mean, it's not a whip, it's like a fucking, like a, symphony thingy. The stick that, you know what I mean. The, like, Wind Waker shit. The warden is the murderer? Mr. Edgeworth, are you serious about your statement? Oh, how amusing. The very thought of a warden committing a murder. It sounds like something out of a mystery novel. Did she just kiss that fucking, like, ferret on the lips, bro? Excuse me? Precisely. Your reasoning is in contempt.
Hold it!
Nothing of the sort. I did not want to believe it myself, but based on the evidence, I have no choice but to believe it. This evidence proves that Warden Roland is the murderer. Oh, it's the chisel, because she had the other bell. That's what I was talking about.
Take that!
Fuck. Nah, I'm wrong. We're rolling, and what was the cause of it? Need to let that guide me to the answer. Oh yeah. It was the sweet scent. Okay, let's go. Sweet scent. There we go. Thanks for giving me the answer there. The smell gave you away. As you can plainly see, someone has taken notice. This police dog. He tracked a sweet smell that came from the body. And right now, he is telling us that the same scent is also on Warren Roland. You're a cool one to accuse me of murder based on something like that. Right, Justine, darling? It appears that Judge Courtney has reached the same conclusion as I have. Mr. Edgeworth, this couldn't have been just a coincidence, could it? The key to the breaker room and the same scent on the body. If it were only one, it could have been seen as such. It appears we have reached a conclusion. We should now listen to what the warden has to say. Indeed, until we do, we cannot close this case. Oh my goodness, everyone with such scary faces. So I'm the only one who could have been the murderer? That just cannot be. Alright, I think we are going to continue this tomorrow. Yeah, I don't think we should go any further than this. So now we've indicted the warden as the killer because of the sweet scent. The sweet scent. Another reason would be the chisel, the circuit breaker which connects to the security footage. Those are 4 pieces of evidence that we have to use against her. That we know of right now. So, let me save state that just in case. So I'm actually tired. Save to 2 slot. Okay. 3 hours and 30 minutes. We're gonna do I'm gonna see if we could do an extra long ass stream tomorrow. And finish up a bunch of it and start episode 3. Because I want to finish this game like within this month if possible. Which I don't know how possible that would be, but you know. We can try. I'll also save normally as well. I'm so far liking this case a lot. How I was right about the warden. I had my suspicions ever since I saw that bell. Okay, that's gonna be it for that. So, oh wait, that is not the right thing, huh? I still need to make an ending screen, don't I? I'll just go to intermission for this. And I need to make a new intermission screen, that's 2. The music for this, by the way, is the Nintendo video theme, which was an application on the 3DS, which I never got to use because I didn't get my 3DS until, I believe, 2013 or 2014. It would let you watch video on it. Like, I think it had Kirby Right Back at Ya, some other cartoons, some trailers. Had Olympic highlights? Damn. Oh, it had the Kid Icarus videos. Hey, that was pretty good. Man, I love it. I keep saying it, I love the fucking 3DS. I need to get a 3DS capture card so I can show my love for the system. And hey, the 3DS had not only 1, not only 2, not only 4, but technically 5 games in the Ace Attorney franchise. That is the most out of, actually no. No, it's not the most out of any console. The DS still takes that, because the DS had 1 through 3, DS had 1 through 3, it had Apollo Justice, and it had the 2 Edgeworth investigation games. So that is 6 games. But in terms of original games, the DS only had 3, because the original trilogy was on Game Boy Advance first. So by original games, the 3DS wins out. You know, by contrast, you know, technically the 3DS can play every single Ace Attorney game. Just not with all the content, because Great Ace Attorney Chronicles has extra content than 3DS versions, because there's like extra stories that I haven't actually played those yet. I'm gonna get to those. God, Great Ace Attorneys or the Chronicles, they're such good games. Those were pretty much my fucking summer games. Like, that's what got me through the summer. Anyway, am I gonna rate anyone? I'm gonna check it out. Let's see. Who? Anyone cool that is streaming? Anyone in Sacred, maybe. Because I sometimes get announcements when people are streaming. When was the last person to stream? No one, I don't know. Oh, stream announcements, there we go. We finally made it a different fucking category. I forgot. Nope, no one has been streaming since. Okay. I guess that'll be it for tonight, guys. I'm not gonna do a raid since there's not really anyone I want to raid, and I'm tired, and only one person's watching, like usual. So let's come back here tomorrow again, and finish up this episode and start episode 3. All right, this has been Danception, and I'm gonna go to sleep. See you guys tomorrow.